So the driver had gave me an attitude there as I simply came on there.
Step off the bus.
Nah, tell those how you came at me.
Police on you right now. Off the bus.
Oh, what's up, guys? I don't know why you guys keep talking about the N-word and all this shit with Angel. It never ends. Just kill the damn freaking conversation, guys. Kill it. Kill it. It'll never be solved. Well, is this the Labor Day pregame show? Put on the creepy music, because why not? You know, we gotta do some... Oh man, we had so many things go on this week. We have to do some reviews of it. I wish I was more organized like Portia is. I'm such a disorganized person. You know, that's my weakness. I got two weaknesses. And that's one big one. I'm not organized. My time management is pretty lacking too. I wish I was more efficient. So I think I gotta step up my game if I want to be helping you guys produce the stuff here with Portia, you know. Yeah, I wanted to come back earlier, but I was doing my laundry, and then the conversation just devolved back into Angel stuff. And yeah, you know, me and Portia are kind of like sick of that. It's like N-word. Can you say the N-word? You can't say the N-word. This, that. Oh man, stop it. Stop it. I'd rather have those crackheads like argue with each other all day than listen to that anymore. Those conversations were way more interesting, man. And you know that those two guys got on stream here and they were talking for like hours, like freaking 6 hours talking about random conspiracy theory stuff. And they wouldn't stop, you know. They had more. They lasted way longer than Solid Snake or Angel and 12th Man. That's how crazy it was. I left 12th Man and Angel on here. I just went to sleep. I just put on like that lasagna guy, and they thought that dude was Imperious or something. Someone in chat said they thought they were arguing with Imperious because they were so drunk. They thought it was every white dude sound the same. It's like, oh shit. Oh, it's insanity. It's so insane. Oh, you did San Jose? Yeah, crazy, huh? So when I went to bed, it was about 2 a.m. my time. So that's 5 in the East Coast, and that's 4 Central. So I thought like somebody would wake up and take over within the 2 hours, but yeah, Solid and they lost it. They lost their energy, man. Okay, we got 10 people here. Come on, get on the panel. It's on the description. Whoever wants to talk something. Otherwise, I'm going to try to do my own silly recap. Yeah, I think I need to find timestamps of everything that happened last week, and figure it out. Yeah, it's so much content now, and Portia just can't do it by herself. If we got Princess coming over, but he's like, I don't know, he's too busy with the Thorpes still. Thorpes keep him way too busy, so I don't think we can pull him off of them just yet. But here, I'll play a little video here. You know, it's some insane stuff with the Thorpes.
Say, I'm sorry for burning your clothes.
I'm sorry for burning your clothes.
Ooh.
Bitch.
Thank you. Jesus. All right. What's up? What's the vibe? You want to turn? Actually, can you smoke, right? Smoke. You can talk in a moment. Do you want to turn this shit off? for a second so we can talk?
So yeah, like these people are insane. Like they'll do anything for content at this point. So I don't know if you guys know the lore. The dude that slapped Grace over there was Darius. So Darius is like yeah, I think he's black white. He's a black white dude. That great. This was the first person, first male, I guess, quote unquote, boyfriend, like boyfriend. Basically, she's just using him to content. So he went up to Rhode Island to meet with Ben and Grace at their home, and I don't know what happened because I wasn't following them at that time, but she was roasting his clothes on a barbecue. So she took his clothes, put them on a barbecue, and started roasting it. It's like she's burning his clothes and dancing. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? So there's just too much content to be made with all this stuff. They'll just do more extreme things. Let me see if I can find something else for you guys. Yeah, is this good? Yeah, let's go over like the recent stuff with the VCs. So Ben loves to go on these discords with tons of fuckers, like hundreds of idiots that follow him. So this Discord has thousands. So Ava says it has thousands of followers on the Thorpe Discord. And so he goes on these VCs with at least 20 people talking to him at once. He's on one right now. I'm sure he is because he doesn't stream anymore. You see, the Thorpes don't even stream anymore. They just keep their stuff private now because he's doing his court thing. So he's always getting these legal advices from his Discord. So the Discord are basically his paralegal team or some shit. That's how insane it is, right? So let's play a little bit of it. Let's play a little of what Ava has to show.
I had to do it. I just got to move on.
No, I think women are more ice than men. I think men.
Because I remember I used to think about that because we would have 6 kids, and especially your sister Maggie would go like stray off. She had a weird thing. She would just go stray off. And sometimes, occasionally, like you guys would do stupid things. And I was like, I think I'd be okay if, one of them died because like shit happens. You know what I mean? I wouldn't spend the rest of my life like wringing my hands about it because you can't prevent anything from. I mean, I would just have to say like, well, God, God called you to them. But who knows in the actual experience of it?
I think women are just better at dealing with death.
Men are colder.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're back home. I spent the entire night driving, and I went to bed at 5 a.m. today. So I'm a little bit tired, but I don't know if you just heard that. The audio was working. But I wanted to give a little teaser for what we're about to get into here. It's quite insane, some of the things that he said today, like beyond let's just fucking listen to that again. He said he doesn't mind, he thinks he would be okay if his child died.
I think something like 50 or 60% of the kids that were in the unit you were in ended up dead.
Okay, but here's
It's one of those things. I don't think they get.
Women deal with it better than men do. Like death.
Yeah, maybe that's
illness,
true.
Women deal with it better because we're a
Oh my! Like massive. You bond with these kids, and a lot of them died, but they didn't seem like toast. The women there didn't seem like toast.
So let's go over here. I want to give you guys one more teaser for what we're about to get into. Shout out to Shamu on Twitter. He has the best Thorpe updates. Everybody go follow him. So this is also a clip from the VC today. He shows how it started. Let's take a little gander.
This is the point. The point is, you guys are kind of right. There is something incestuous going on. All right? It's true. If you're a girl and you're not connected to your dad, you need to go find your dad and suck his dick.
So you heard that, right? Let me replay that. Let me play that bit a bit. That's pretty crazy, right? Like
Sexual harassment, yes.
Yeah, and then I was
That's
like,
pretty funny.
It's gotten worse and worse.
let me play that.
Okay.
And then, I was just like,
Is it's quite it's quite insane, some of the things that he said today. Like beyond I mean, let's just fucking listen to that again. He said he doesn't mind, he thinks he would be okay if his child died.
I think something like 50 or 60% of the kids that were in the unit you were in ended up dead.
okay, but here's
It's one of those things. I don't think they get.
better than men do. Like death.
Yeah, maybe that's
illness,
true.
Women deal with it better because we're a
Like massive, you bond with these kids, and a lot of them die, but they didn't seem like toast. The women there didn't seem like toast.
So let's go over here. I want to give you guys one more teaser for what we're about to get into. Shout out to Shamu on Twitter. He has the best Thorpe updates. Everybody go follow him.
Hey, Craig.
So this is also a clip from the V.
Yeah.
Craig, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I can hear you, bro. So we just heard Grace. I don't follow Thorpe TV. I probably should.
I don't do as much either. Like I only did it recently, like maybe the past 9 months. It's been 9 months going. Yeah.
Okay. So
but you see that you. No, don't go down this rabbit hole. But you see how crazy it is. That clip is early, right? And she's going.
with what she just said about she's like there may be something incestuous going on. I'm like, whoa. Okay.
And then she goes like, "Oh, you should find your dad and suck his dick."
Oh man!
I mean,
today he shows.
Let's repeat that.
How it started. Let's take a little gander.
This is the point. The point is, you guys are kind of right. There is something incestuous going on. All right? It's true. If you're a girl and you're not connected to your dad, you need to go find your dad and suck his dick.
What? That can't be right. Like what? You can't spin that. Can you spin that in the court of law? The court of public opinion. So oh sir, we can't hear you. You're muted. You got what's up? What do you want to say?
My bad. I'm just saying I will never be okay with a woman calling me daddy. I'll never be okay with it ever again. She's ruined that. So there's women in the chat. If you've ever called a man daddy, why? Yeah. Why do y'all do that? And in the chat, because they not up here. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm listening though. Crack, I'm listening.
Angel, any comments so far?
No. I haven't seen this, but I don't really have anything to say about the video of Grace that you just showed.
Yeah, there are these people that followed them for years, man. At least like 3-4 years now. And they got all the clips. Like they have all the details. And that's why Ava's gonna explain like why Ben always gets mad, because everybody has all the receipts saved. So anything he says that's like a lie, something like they can prove otherwise, he just gets angry because they'll just pull up these clips. It's like, no, you said this before, though. You said this before, though. You said this before, though. Like, he just gets madder and madder. It's like you did everything in public, bro. You can't stop him. You can't sue everybody for this. You put it out there. You can't sue them to stop it.
Okay.
And then, I was just like,
No, you know what, Grace? You know what?
harassment, and
Okay. Sexual harassment?
Yeah, it started.
Oh,
with,
there's stuff about incest.
Yeah, and then it moved into like more and more.
Sexual harassment. That's right. That is what that is.
And,
Sexual harassment. Yes.
yeah, and then I was like, it got worse and worse.
Of both of us.
And then I don't know what I'm
Can you pause? So what's this whole thing about rape and incest that I keep hearing amongst women that want the abortion rights / reproductive rights? Because an ad keeps on playing where like saying that Carrie Lake is bad for Arizona and that she is willing to ban abortion even through rape and incest. Like, what exactly is that? Is that the rape and incest of a man, or is that her raping and incesting her own goddamn baby?
I have a different question. Get cracked real quick. How is the FBI? How is the FBI not involved in this bullshit already?
Yeah, because this clearly was going on before she was an adult. I'm pretty sure he didn't start grooming her at 18. I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong, man. Could be wrong. That's wild. She said, "Find your dad and suck his dick." What do you think about that, Juan? You have a daughter.
I'm not allowed to say what I'm thinking right now.
Okay.
It would involve flamethrowers and pew-pews at that person because how dare you, right?
Yeah, they went to the FBI headquarters this week somewhere in Massachusetts or somewhere. I don't know. I don't know which office they went to, but they were going to complain about the Discord and like, okay, there's these.
Did they get a target letter from the FBI? Did they get a target letter from the FBI by any chance?
No. They want to snitch on people to the FBI, but the FBI is just.
For what? These people are idiots. You know what? Let them snitch on to the FBI on other people. Watch all of this shit get sent back to them.
Right. So the FBI is probably going to run a check on them, and they're going to be like, "Wait a minute."
Exactly.
Well, this is going to be fun. I don't know how this will end.
So go ahead, guys. Keep talking to the FBI. Keep talking. Let's
all right.
Go ahead.
So yeah.
Jesus.
Now they're claiming to be victims of sexual harassment. This incest stuff, man, it just came out of nowhere, guys. It just came out of nowhere. And people they're just doing this because they're so mean and they just made this up about us. They just made it up.
Not true.
Hold on.
Every time I've asked them, they never answer. They just get quiet.
The people, they totally just made it up. Right? Because they're evil. There's no actual reason for them to think that there's a legitimate basis behind
Okay, now that she's gone, I wanted to tell you guys.
So this dude she's gonna play right here is their brother. So this is the oldest brother of Ben and Courtney. Courtney Thorpe is the mom. So he hates Ben real hard, and he's gonna go at it.
That as her brother, I know that everybody.
This is Grace Thorpe's brother, by the way.
He's always questioning whether the allegations are true, even though it's pretty clear to most people who aren't idiots what the reality of the situation is. But my father has sexually groomed my sister, and they have sex all the time. She gives him blowjobs all the time.
Wait a minute. Rewind that back 2 seconds. Get correct. Did I hear what I just thought I heard?
Yeah, you heard right.
These people have. This is what happens when you have too much internet and a shitload of time. right? Like these people need to be pulled from every freaking platform, and their asses, all of them, need to be put in jail.
Hey, Juan, do you remember there was this family that put their lives online for a reality show or YouTube? There was somebody earlier than the
Yeah, the
Thor.
family in Utah, and the mom and the dad and like a couple of other people got arrested, if I'm not mistaken.
What was their name again?
I don't remember. I was trying so hard to forget, and I'm glad I did. I don't want to remember them again.
Yeah, but this is the model, right? This is their business model.
Well, the thing is if they're going to threaten to sue for defamation, which is what Ava's alluding to, that all of this shit's made up. Truth is a complete defense. And Imperius, if he's in the chat, he would concur with me on that. Like, all they got to do is bring up all the receipts that they brought, that you're saying that they brought up online, and that's it. You lose. Period.
You're right.
So is this Ava's recent stream from like a day ago? Give crack.
Yeah. And she has another scoop. So she's going to be interviewing Ben and Grace's neighbor, Jacinda. Jacinda, like, basically, and Ben had a little assault case going on each other. Yeah. So this is going to be funny. If Ava got more dirt, like,
is this like a modern day version of the Beverly Hillbillies or what?
Like,
yes, Juan, yes.
This is like why I asked Grace a few days ago what like exactly is it between her and Ava, and to be quite honest, I find Ava to be more humble than Grace or Ben, to be honest.
Yeah, Ava's a really. I mean, yeah, she's not normal, and none of us are really normal if we're on the internet. Like
what is normal at the end of the day?
Compared to Ben and Grace, though, yeah, that these guys are off,
but like,
they're off the reservation, man.
But like if I were to ask you to find what like normal is, it would be hard as much as like asking what is a woman to a lady.
Right.
Angel, compared to them, what we all do here in this panel is normal.
Yeah. And the thing is, Ben was questioning Ava when I was meeting up with her, and you know, they think like, oh yeah, I'm probably not normal.
Would you like to meet Ava again down the road? It seemed like you and Ava had a really great time meeting up, and people tried to imagine a sexual fantasy between you, and there really wasn't anything like sexual between the both of you. It's much like meeting up with a YouTuber for the first time, of like, let's say me meeting up with Sir, and even though we're just meeting up for the first time in person, there ain't nothing wrong with YouTube meetups. I see them all the time.
Yeah, there was no. It's pretty fun, I think, because she's pretty well put together, and you know, she has her head straight so compared to anybody else I've seen in this sphere. Anyway.
But why did people try to like, even though it probably was for fun and games, but sometimes the way they portray it can act as though they are serious about what they're trying to imagine. But why did a lot of people think as though you and Ava had a sexual?
You know, they want to stir the pot because they want more content. You know, it's easy content.
Yeah.
It makes Ben jealous, right? Because Ben wants Ava. So if I'm hooking with Ava, like, he can call me Chinaman, Chink, Gook. It's just funny, right? He can keep calling me that all day long. I don't care. It's like, okay, that's fun.
And they're currently together, even though there's a no contact order in place. So if anybody knows where they are,
so they admitted to
any information
contact order right here on YouTube.
Please
Good job,
let
guys.
somebody, or just call the police, because they're not supposed to be together. For reasons that make sense. Like, one of them is that he kicked her on stream, and he's molested her many different ways. He's a physically abusive person. He's terrible. I find him just a repulsive man. I'm ashamed that he's my father, and it's a burden to be his son. Living life after Ben Thorpe is difficult. Living life as a having him as your father is a really difficult struggle. So I hope that Grace can get out of it.
Yeah. So I'm I'm sorry to delay the VC, but I want to add a little bit more context of they're not victims of just random trolls making up these incesto claims. I was trying to think of like a word that won't go against the TOS, but I'm like, it's too late. Incesto is not gonna work. But yeah, so I wanted to show those tweets. I wanted to give you guys a little teaser of how he thinks that if his kid died, he'll be okay. And then one more thing that we're gonna look at. Well, actually, I have two more things that I want to just preface this with for anybody that might stumble across my channel that's new. I also just want to show, if we just go and look at the beginning of the Shamu documentary a little bit more. So there's more abuse.
Ben Thorpe is a 51-year-old man who hails from Portal to Hell, an incest capital of the United States, Rhode Island. 7 months ago, in 2022, Ben decided to turn himself, wife, daughter-wife, and 5 children into YouTube content. Since selling his property in 2019, Ben has burned through $600,000, leaving only a bit over $100K left for his family that have no jobs, his wife has left him, and his children now have a permanent reminder in the future to watch how he burned down their lives.
Like beating the shit out of a woman, I don't like it. I had to correct Grace today, like very roughly by like.
Oh really? You gave Honey Bunch a real through, yeah.
Oh, she
like Honey Bunch is into that.
From your mother, right? It's the core of marriage, you moron.
Giving?
So is that, you guys should just go watch this. I'm just gonna.
This is crazy.
You know, more clips to show. And then the last thing that I wanted to show is from my channel. If anybody missed this, and this is adding a little bit more context to the actual VC that we're gonna watch. It's like specifically because basically the entire thing, this entire FBI thing, is a cope. It's a giant cope because Ben is going through what we call a narcissistic injury right now, which is when a narcissist has a moment in their life where their ego is threatened, where something happens that exposes that, you know, they're not as hot shit as they think they are, that they're failing in some way, something that threatens their ego. So especially with something this big, which is all of the court cases going on, his divorce with his wife, he is losing horribly, and is probably gonna be going to jail for not paying any child support and hiding all his funds and stuff. That's a whole nother thing. But so he's coping hard, and he's kind of like crashing and burning. And here's an example of that, of how much he is failing in the courtroom. He's so mad that he wants his ex-wife's lawyer to
a fucking loser.
KYS.
That's the definition of a loser. And she's going to lose. And I think she's no longer going to be practicing law after the shit that she's been doing. And good fucking riddance. The judge, on 3 occasions in that tiny little hearing, which was basically just pushed
Charlie's age and the other
wrong, held in the wrong jurisdiction, courtroom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyone could find out by going to the fucking clerk. That's why she's a freebie lawyer. For me, I would suggest to her that she put it into her life if she doesn't change her ways. But I have no intention of doing anything like that.
So yeah, he's just been totally spurging out, and coping super hard. That's what happens when a narcissist gets put in their place, man. They just fucking like start acting insane. They can't help it. He's coping by acting. He's like going on these rants about his ex-wife's lawyer, coping in that way. But now he's taking it to a whole nother level, okay? Of he's trying to take back control in his life, is what I'm presuming this is all about. Is he's like, well, I'm losing so badly in court, in all the stuff that actually matters. that I'm gonna try and reach for some kind of control, and I'm gonna take my internet trolls who have no evidence whatsoever. There's no evidence of them doing anything, any illegal activity to him. He decided today to go to the FBI. Like they drove to the FBI office and they streamed going up there, and it's so fucking funny because it looks like they're like going to Disneyland or something, the way that he's so excited to just like feel like he's winning in life, even though this is possibly like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. So you can see, just like, I'm just gonna show a quick little clip of this as well.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, chat. Friday, August 30th.
How excited he seems.
Cyber stalkers being reported to the FBI by the Thorpes. Yes, we are finally.
Cyber stalkers, cyber harassers, revenge porners, and I think foreign terrorists.
Yeah.
I actually.
This is crazy.
I do think
Foreign terrorists? No. I don't think Al Qaeda would have an interest in them right now. I think they have bigger objectives.
Moderates.
Now I will give them. This is a dope setup. I'll give them that. You see how he has his microphone on while he's driving?
Whatever, which
we do pretty dope setup. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
That RV.
So okay.
I mean, he's a white man. He needs to have a better
they spent a lot of time like figuring out the. Yeah, they spent a lot of time getting that Shure mic mounted on the RV.
Had to drill it into the roof, like what?
Like
I bet they did. They had to use
right,
industrial
for real,
screws,
right?
man.
It's dope though. It's dope. I like the setup, but I just wish they had a better RV. Like that RV looks terrible. That looks terrible.
It's not too bad.
It's a used RV.
No, Gary.
It's
That's
used.
a 6'8" white man here in America. That RV needs to be $300,000 worth. He's
I
a
was going
failure.
to say what? So you telling me if REV ain't daggum double decker, it ain't worth it?
It ain't worth it, man. You a white man in an RV. Your RV needs to be stellar. This is America. Where are you failing, sir? That looks like an RV I'd be driving, not his white ass.
I don't know. Ben's probably all of his money's probably going to his wife.
As it should be, because look at who he left his wife for. He left his wife for his daughter.
It seems like Ava has more stable of living versus Ben and Grace, where they are living in the goddamn RV. What is this? The real life wild thornberries?
Man, that was good, Angel. Ain't no one. That is the van that they had on the Wild Thornberries.
I don't think it's a bad RV. They just need to clean it up.
Yeah, so that's what I was.
I just think as a white man,
just
you should have a
really
better
dirty.
RV. You should have a better RV than that, bro. At your age.
I think it's just really dirty.
No, you should have a better. Look, I go camping.
It's
man.
way dirty. I mean, OPC Dawn.
They look like
OPC Dawn tried to fix their toilet. It stank as hell, probably in there still. So
they look like as if the mamas and the papas were teleported from 1969 to 2000.
Yeah, right. The mamas and the papas. Yeah, exactly.
That song California Dreaming to come out of nowhere as they're talking
Yeah,
about
this is Rhode Island dreaming right here. This is what
right.
it is. Yeah.
Do you think?
But basically, they're all.
Hey, what? What's that, sir?
Do they have any footage of Grace's mom?
Yeah, they do.
They
Does she
do.
look
Like
like her
Grace's
mom?
mom was streaming. She has her own channel, but she stopped streaming maybe a year ago, as far as I know. Yeah, she had her own content.
He left his wife for his daughter.
He did. He did.
Chat with me.
Anyway, let's keep
Who
going.
was the actor that did the same damn thing? I forget his name. He damn near got Me Too'd and then he fled to Greece. He divorced his wife and married his adopted daughter or some bullshit.
Crazy, dude. Craziness.
Who the fuck was it? Oh, man, I don't remember. Watch, it'll come to me like 2-3 days later. But I won't be able to tell you.
Well, if anyone grew up in the area of Nicktoons as I did, the Wild Thornberries were one of my many favorites growing up. And if people know the pod, I don't need to explain.
Oh, you guys beat me to it. It was Woody Allen. You guys are right. Man. Oh, man. This is... Again, Angel, we're normal compared to this bullshit, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say get crack. You can play the rest of the video.
This is nuts, guys. This is totally insane.
I'm surprised the cops haven't got him earlier by now. I mean, they're posting everything online. It'd be pretty easy
The
to
cops
track.
are going to, if they're good cops, they're going to build one hell of a case first, and then
And
get
we'll
you.
get to the VC now.
I mean, Juan, it's not hard to build a case against them, man.
And he sent Grace
half of the crimes they do, they post about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
in instead because he knew that nobody would buy his bullshit.
I bet get crack got the
Lost
case
connection
file
audio.
drawer
Hold
right
on.
now.
Present, share screen. Okay, here we go. So here we go. This is directly after, I guess, Grace went in. Ben waited in the RV, jerking off or whatever, to these coping fantasies. And
come on, this was August 30th? This was literally 3 days ago?
Yeah, they went to the FBI 3 days ago.
Wow.
Juan, Ben got arrested literally last year.
Well, yeah, last year. Okay, I think I had enough internet. Damn, man, these guys are crazy.
No, this happens about once a year, man. At least with the Thorpe
Hey,
anyway.
you know this Dan guy who came on our show? Like, looks like he's way into the Thorpe stuff now. He's like, oh man.
You got another one on drugs, man. You out here
Man,
dope
what
dealing.
is
You out here
up
dope
with like
dealing.
young kids and the Thorpes? Like they love this drama stuff.
Because it's a nonstop flow of drama and bullshit.
So
man.
it's dopamine hits. It's constant dopamine, right?
Yeah, it's drugs. It's crack, as they
Crack,
would say.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the internet crack or the YouTube crack of the day, right?
So this is Ben's wife's YouTube channel. You can go over there and watch her content.
sending his trolls to prison.
Aren't they divorced?
And
they're trying.
Then
to
Grace
divorce.
comes back and they do a VC instead of just going live. Here we go.
Enderman, yeah.
Hello, darling. How have you been?
And I watched through this today, and I have like a general idea of like the timestamps and stuff, but I don't have specific timestamps. So we're gonna watch, but there's a few areas I might skip over.
I'm doing great.
Play most of it. Okay. This is where he's all excited. It wasn't the stream leading up, but they're on a high. They're on a high, and it's like psychotic because you'll see, but there's literally nothing that they have. And okay. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, but because even I looked up, I was looking into it, and I'm like, has there been an instance before where a YouTuber or somebody online, they go and they report something like this, and they report like internet trolls, and I guess I looked it up, and Ethan Ralph came up, and he did something like this. Literally, it says like 87 views.
My name is Ethan, and I want to suck Jim's cock.
And I think that Ethan, I think he might be kind of a lookout. I don't know, or maybe not. I don't really know a lot about him, but I'm guessing that whatever happened with him probably was actually illegal, and even he got nothing out of it when he did this. And I'm gonna guess that he probably had a lot more evidence or like legit reason, because the Thorpes have no legit reason to be going to the FBI. So he says, Kiwi Farms engaged in literal criminal acts today, harassing the viewers of the kill stream. Okay, so he went to the FBI personally. I wonder if this is where Ben got that idea. Okay, so some people were doxxed. Somebody hacked that. So yeah, this is a more like legitimate situation.
The idea behind the Kiwi Farms attack is to try to scare all.
Let's see. So yeah, nothing came out of it, is what I'm deriving. So okay, let's go back to the VC. And I think Grace knows that too.
Everybody said, well, the FBI, they're not going to listen to you. Well, that turned out to be wrong.
What happened, Benny boy? What happened with the FBI?
Well, so I'm telling the story. So we were like, it's a very intimidating place to get into. Then I parked near the part of the building where it said service, like it just looked like it was saying like, fuck you, get out of here. Then Grace, okay, because you know that I know it's all about optics. So my beautiful daughter went up to the doghouse of the security guard there.
And she crawled through the doggy door.
Okay, because they're not going to pull out a gun and attack her, right? You know, the guy was there, was very reasonable. And he's like, it was weird though, because he say to you, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I go, is there a place we can park? He goes, do you know where you are?
This was today.
I said, yeah.
Are
you FBI?
Directly after her stream this morning.
She was mistaken for an FBI.
Well, yeah, you can park over there, I guess. So.
We parked and they told like there's all this don't bring this kind of stuff in. I showed him my little gay Columbia thing. I was like, this is not sharp.
The security guard.
They're so happy right now.
Like bottle opener. He's like, no, it's just sometimes people have like a pocket knife or
Did you have the holster on? Did you have the holster?
No, I don't know where that is. Grace conveniently cucked me of my did you say careful?
Yeah, sorry.
So then we had to go through the metal detector,
blah,
and
blah,
then
blah.
they let us into a little, like, I wouldn't call it an interrogation room because it was glass on the agent's side, but it was like an interview room, I guess. And there was no one else there. And then we sat for a little while. He was like, it might take a little while. And I had to use the facilities. And I was like, is there any bathroom here? And he's like, no, but if you want to go use the hotel, you can do that. And so we sat there for a while, just talk about how she was going to present things. And then Grace said, you know what, Dad, like, this would be better if I did it. And I was like, yeah, it would. It'd be better. It'd be more compelling. Plus, I had to take a shit. And I frankly didn't want to do it. So, okay, so I left her there, which is part of the reason why she's angry. But even though it was like, I mean, I do think you say, like, it worked, right?
It went well.
It looks better when there's a 21-year-old there than a 21-year-old and her dad, even though she is going to, like, bring me into it. But so
that's not what looks better. What looks better is the fact that it's very obvious after speaking to you just for a short amount of time, Ben. I feel like with any, like, especially an FBI agent, they'd be able to tell that he's full of shit and that he has like some like weird personality disorder or something. And I think that's the real reason why he like wants to send Grace up, because I'm like, if your claims were truly legit, and more so because if your claims were truly legitimate, then you would feel confident just going up yourself, even if you're gonna get less pity, like, and attention by being like a young hot girl or whatever. Like, it's like you were so excited and happy for this moment, but like then you didn't even go up and do it. I just find that like a really weird thing is that he didn't go in. He left Grace alone with
I
us.
was like, that's fine, you know, and you had some notes.
Yeah.
Then I walked over to the Market Basket, which I think we should have as our official sponsor. A Market Basket is New England.
Blah, 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 blah,
If
blah.
I'm mistaken, and Grace can go into this, like, there could be someone in here now who is legitimately an FBI agent in this call, or any account that's new or old could be. And just letting you know, it might be in the interest of those involved in these activities to, you know, come clean. And certainly the first people to come clean, or at this point, the people who've come clean, who do come clean, will be, you know, we'll do our best to keep you from criminal prosecution.
No promises, though. No promises. This has already gone into Uncle Sam's hands. Whatever happens here is up to him, quite frankly.
That's right. Right. Don't come crying to me. And I think, Tenderman, you could say, I don't see you being anywhere here, like, directly involved, although you might get a phone call. You can't tell me that I didn't warn Charlie Pung, Bob Gorka, Grossly, Ethan Ralph, and all the rest of them.
Like, he's so happy. He's so happy. He's acting like he just won the lottery or something. And I'm like, dude, you just gave the FBI a whole bunch, like, there's nothing substantial here where they're gonna, like, they're gonna write it down and they're gonna put it in some, like, file cabinet and, you know, nothing's gonna come of it.
I didn't warn them.
I can't tell
can't
you.
come crying to me and go, nigga, you weren't really serious.
Like you'll see, he literally struggles in this VC to even articulate like what people have done that is illegal or FBI worthy.
That was all a joke. You cannot tell me that. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna shed a tear. I don't care if they string you up from a yard arm. I'm just gonna go, well, play stupid games. But I don't see you as being in any way directly involved in any of this, but indirectly. And they're not.
Yeah, it's borderline like psychotic almost, like the way that, because I'm like, he's just, it's a delusional fantasy of him just avoiding his real life problems, which is the fact that he's like about to lose custody of his children and go to jail because of his thing with his wife. He doesn't even have a lawyer yet. He doesn't even have a lawyer for his divorce case. That is, they're in the middle of their divorce case. This hasn't even started, but like this is like what they're dedicating all of their attention to because.
I just have a quick question. How old is Grace? Because
21. She's 21.
Like, why is she still living with her dad?
I think
because they are in a relationship, Angel. That's why.
Oh.
There's only one bed in that little van, so
Heck
I
yeah.
doubt him sleeps in the driver's seat. You know.
Yeah, you think Grace is sleeping in the trunk or something, Angel? She's sleeping in the bathroom or the tub?
Yeah, they cuddle every night, Angel.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she'd slept in the boys' room of a restroom. Because you know she wants tampons in the boys' room, right?
No, Angel, that's not the case.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, she already admitted earlier that there may be something incestuous going on. So you can look into that if you want. She clearly just told us that she's messing with her father. That's pretty much
She likes to keep it in the family, Angel.
Yeah. Her brothers could probably hit if they were nasty, you know.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's probably why Ben is having such a hard time with his wife.
I would only imagine that's why Ben's wife hates him and her.
Hey, actually, Juan, do you follow the Nick Rekieta like situation?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do. Almost religiously.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get involved in like the Nick Rekieta stuff? Like before he blew up on the Rittenhouse and the
I listened to him way before Rittenhouse. I listened to him when Vic Mañana was suing.
What did you think of him then? Did you think he was a grifter then, or did you were on kind of like going like, oh, he's an all right internet lawyer? Because he pioneered the internet lawyer stuff.
Well, anybody that's paying attention to internet lawyers are dummies anyway. I mean, he was licensed in Minnesota, so the things that he talks about doesn't necessarily apply in your jurisdiction, right? But I liked his sarcastic humor. His sarcastic humor was awesome, and then he interviewed people that you wouldn't necessarily want.
He was good at that. He was good at doing that.
Exactly. Yeah. He did a really good job at doing that, and he did a really good job at toning down his audience so that they would respect him during those interviews. Like he interviewed a guy that was on the Scarlet Letter list, and they talked about everything that the guy was charged with, the actor effects and things like that. And the guy wasn't pulling the woe is me bullshit. The guy was like, hey, I did it 3 points in a prayer. All that I can do is improve. I should be nailed to the wall, but I'm not. So I at least have an opportunity to redeem myself in the most possible way that I potentially can. And Nick Rekieta did a really good job of that. And then his sarcastic humor, that's what got me. His sarcastic humor was right on point. And that's where I guess I started sending super chats. As you know, he blew up after the Rittenhouse trial. That moment when freaking, what's his name? That dumb son of a bitch. What's his name? Thomas Claire Binger, that guy. The moment they put Gage Grosskreutz on the stand, that's when Nick Rekieta blew up. When Rittenhouse's own attorney was like, it wasn't until you pointed your gun and moved toward Rittenhouse that he fired, right? And they're all jumping up and down like, game over.
So So were you disappointed when he started like dropping off from that? Like he got all that money and then he started doing like hella drugs. He started doing his little.
No, it wasn't. The reason why is because let's just be honest. They were going to drop off whether drugs were involved or not, in my honest opinion. And the reason why is because the pandemic, the beer flu wore off. People are not watching as much YouTube during the weeknights as possible because shit, we got lives for the most part. And so he wasn't the only one falling off. And it's funny because all of the other law tubers that used to jump on his panel that have now turned on him, you know, let's just be honest, they're losing a little bit of their base as well. Not as much as he did, but, you know, he still has several 100,000 subscribers. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't run around and celebrate somebody's downfall. I just can't. And that's not just him, that's anybody. I just can't.
Yeah, because he had such an active following of people that were looking for an E-daddy. You know what I mean, Juan?
Yeah.
There was a big subset of his fandom that was like, I need a daddy that could
Get
give
cracked.
advice.
What did he do to bring him
Damn, he's still drunk.
What he did real quick, 12th man, he basically what happened is somebody called an anonymous report went to CPS.
His priest, basically, his pastor, yeah.
Yeah, well, we know. But the problem, that warrant is there's a huge hole in that warrant. Robert Barnes brought it out. I didn't want to say anything because everybody's like, "Oh, you're sweeping for this guy or whatever the hell."
So his own church called him in.
Because what happened? Yeah, because what happened is like he homeschools his kids, but he does in a way where he goes to his local church and they kind of do a local school. And I guess someone there reported him.
Shit mentality that I'm better than you. You have to adhere to my moral values, which is why, like I've said, I'm not far. I'm damn sure not a communist. I'm not far leftist, but I'm also not far right either. I'm not that what I call moral authoritarian bullshit. Because what happened to him at a supersized level happens to a lot of us at micro levels. I know in my case it happened at church. Don't listen to Metallica, Juan. You're going to hell. Don't listen to this. Don't read these books. I'm like, or what? I'm going to hell? Well, fuck it. I'm going to hell in gasoline draws and a Porsche. I don't care at that point. You're not going to tell me what the F to do. And he's the same way, you know. The problem is they use the cops and CPS. His biggest blunder was he actually had the stuff in the safe.
So, one, were they Protestants or what kind of Christians were they?
I don't know that part of their lives. I'm not like Misery. I don't get that involved.
Yeah, if you want the details of that, I think Rekeda's family is Catholic.
I don't get that involved.
Yeah, but his wife's family is Protestant, and they go to their local church. So that's all I know.
Yeah, that part of it I don't know. I don't care. But in his voice,
I had a horrible church experience too, where like I thought I could trust him,
but in his
all of a
voice,
sudden, then you can't.
Hey, 12 man, bro, you need your battery recharge, man. You got to go to sleep, bro. It's like you've been arguing with Angel. You were arguing with Angel all last night. Did you sleep at all, 12 man?
12 man's been drunk since daggum 2 in the morning.
Well, you gotta get. And your voice was so bad last night, man.
Get Craig. I bet 12 man's body hates him.
Yeah, I can feel the liver dying. I can feel your liver exploding right now.
Is that why he drinks so much box wine?
His life is like another life. That's why I heard you. It was like, no.
Like, I don't think his blood alcohol level drops below low 0.05 at this point.
Are you picking on me again?
12 man, when's the last time you've been to a doctor? When's the last time you went to a doctor, man?
None of your goddamn business.
Hey, 12 man's body is like, why are we up? Why are you getting up? Don't reach for that line. What are we doing?
You and Snake, like, we worry about now because it's like, nah, you guys can't be acting like 20-year-olds, man. This like this, you can't turn up.
Between Snake popping spores and 12 man drinking box wine. These guys are gonna
No,
die.
Snake is out of pocket.
Is how the hell did you have the money to buy the drinks? I go look. I used to buy rum and I used to buy cognacs and whatnot. No
Yeah.
problem. Now I'm looking at the prices like I'm window shopping like a little kid. Like I'm imagining drinking this cognac. I'm imagining.
It's because 12th Man buys in bulk.
Yep, I think he's got a connect.
I don't even have buy in bulk money, man. You seen how much that shit
Yeah,
the past couple of months? Damn.
He sells his heaters, bro. He got plenty of income. Like he's got plenty of like cash flow. His cash flow is good.
Mason jars for sale or something. No, but
yeah, I never run out. Get crack. I never run out.
Yeah, we can tell.
Clip that. I never run out. He said.
It's like saying it's like those that snagged all the toilet paper
Oh,
4 years
God.
ago from stores from talks of the early days of the quote unquote pandemic, and pretty sure that all the people that were paranoid was now claiming that they never run out of TP.
It might be in his blood at this point. He's probably
You know
hooked
what?
up to something.
You know what, guys? And then I'll bring it full circle real quick if I can land the plane. Real quick to your
Yeah,
point.
one.
During the beer flu, when everybody was buying toilet paper, since my roommates and I, we had toilet paper for to last us a year, we knew that if this shit got worse, food was next. So while they were buying toilet paper, we saw the food was untouched, so we were buying food in bulk.
So yeah, Juan, you know,
Yeah.
I like when I saw the Chinese going to Costco in January to buy up all the masks.
You too,
I was
right?
like-
Was up, right?
I saw that. You saw all that. So I was getting ready. I was buying rice and beans for my parents and TP too, because I knew people would just go crazy for those three things. Yeah.
I was get crack. I was buying bullets.
Oh, you were buying bullets. Okay. Yeah, we can't. You know, I'm in California. They ain't gonna. I can't do nothing about that. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
That
In
shit's
California,
expensive.
I'll never forget this. There was this video. They scrubbed it from the internet, but in 2020,
Bought a lot of aloe vera plants.
and on X, you had all these people from San Francisco, California, from Stockton, from Fresno, going to their gun stores. And I'll never forget, they loaded up in this gun store in Fresno, and the guy's like, "You gotta wait 10 days," and they're all pissed off, like, "We gotta wait 10 days." And he's like, "Yes, you gotta wait 10 effing days. If you didn't like this particular law, maybe you should have voted for the people that wouldn't have put this law in the effing place."
Oh yeah, you know my friend, my friend has a lot of guns, and and I knew this other dude in he lived in Oregon, but when he went to school, he had guns too, but he kind of like was like he stored it in
We buy
property.
bullets. Get crack. We buy bullets by the pallet load out.
Yeah, I know you guys do. Yeah, but California, they so strict, and if you're in the university property, you can't store your guns there. So he gave his guns to his friend for her to store it in her house while he was going to university. It's crazy shit here. Like you just can't. Yeah, you cannot do anything in California. So a lot of my friends, eventually, with all the laws that keep getting restrictive and more restrictive, eventually they can't do nothing. There's not even any shooting ranges out here anymore in California.
Why don't you
A
get
lot of
the
them shut
fuck
down.
out of there?
Wants to go shooting.
Why don't you get the fuck out of there, get
Well,
crack?
I mean, I've been here so long. I know how to deal with crazy people.
California's nice too. Like, come on, man.
It is.
Yeah, they got
the
some
weather's
great
too
beaches,
good,
man. They got
the
great
weather's
beaches.
too good. The environment's too good.
Yeah, the women, the scenery,
women.
Get crack. That's why get crack don't want to leave because all the pussy.
Yeah. So, but eventually I will. I mean, I've looked at Idaho. I've looked at Texas. You guys are down in
looked
the
at
South.
Utah?
I'll definitely swing by.
You ever looked at Utah?
Utah, I haven't. You think
I
that's
like
a better
Utah.
place?
Arizona is more two-way than Texas, and that's saying something. Like here in Texas, we love our pew-pews, but you go to rural Arizona, you go to Tempe, you go to flat.
Right.
There are some parts in Alabama that are real good about their guns too.
Yes.
What's up, Stanley? Good morning, Stanley. Good afternoon, Stanley. Yeah.
Stanley, finally. I've been missing you, Stanley.
Good afternoon, Stanley.
Yeah,
you
we
were
had to
on
give
the
you a
last
kiss.
time.
Yeah, we
You
had to
were.
give you a kiss.
You've been on since the last time I was on, right?
Ah,
Yeah, something like that.
In one drunken state or another.
At least the difference between me and Talk Man, Juan and Sir, is at about 2:30 a.m. this
Oh
morning.
God.
He did get about like 5.5 hours of sleep,
Shut the
but I don't
fuck
think
up
this
and let
man,
Stanley
Talk
talk.
Man, has gotten any
Hey.
sleep since the last time he
Hey,
actually fell
How's it
asleep.
going, Stanley? Good to
Pretty
see
good.
you, mate.
Hey, Crack. I have
What's up?
well, two things, but the comment about Idaho versus Texas or Utah.
Hmm.
I've been to Utah and liked it.
You liked it.
I think you would. I would do like Utah. Texas, I would definitely do too. Idaho for me is probably a little on the remote side. And
Yeah, it's
and I'm going to
beautiful
be
though.
frank.
A lot of
I'm going to
Idaho
be
is pretty
frank.
damn
If
beautiful.
you're not white, I would go to
Yeah,
Texas or Utah.
my manager, my manager, yeah, he was a white dude, and back when I was working, and he said his family ran to Idaho from California way early on. Yeah, it's definitely like if you're not white, I'd ask them questions like, like if you're not white, like, well, it's like, would I make it there?
Well, I
You
think
can go. Yeah,
I think
I
you
don't
would
know.
be. I think you'll be okay, but I wouldn't be living remote. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I get you.
What,
yeah,
they
I
got
would
some hunters.
say
They got some hunters
Idaho.
out there.
Say again.
They got some hunters out there or something.
Sure.
In Idaho,
$1 bill.
who isn't a hunter in Idaho is the better
Yeah,
question.
they do way more than hunting. They mine out there and all types
Yeah,
of
they
shit.
mine out there. They got like,
But
but the problem with wait,
They
hey,
Trees down. All that shit.
I'll tell you this, Juan. Hey, Juan. In Idaho, they hate California so much. It's not so much of racism. They hate Californians. It's statism. Like if you have California plates, they'll start slashing your tires. They'll start spray painting all over your house.
Fucking
You're right,
what?
Big
That's
Craig.
Yeah, they
insane.
hate They want to run them out because like Californians are killing the real estate market in Idaho right
Yeah,
now.
that's the thing. They drove up the prices so much. I have a friend that lives out in Idaho, and when I went to visit them, God knows everything was so goddamn expensive out there. I'm like, dude, you can't say that it's because of the trucking. I mean, shit, the major hubs are literally 5-6 hours away. Why is everything so goddamn high? And no, they told me the Californians basically came in and artificially raised up the
Yep.
Yeah,
They
bringing all
hate
that
us.
California money in. I mean, they're doing
So
that in North Carolina right
Well,
now.
they're-
They're
they're-
doing it
hey,
in Florida.
you know what? They had this cop who was in LAPD, and he commuted by plane to Idaho. His family was in Idaho, and he commuted, and it was worth it for him. It was crazy. He got that California salary and put it into Idaho. You see what that does? The economy is crazy in Idaho now.
How's it going, sir?
Well, Momo's correct. Californians are ruining everywhere they go. But let me give you an anecdote. There was a business from California that closed down in California, and they made the mortal sin of trying to open up said business in Texas, South Houston to be exact. And okay, it's fine if you open it up in Houston proper, Hillcroft, Beach Nut, that area. Okay, great. Midtown Houston, fine, fair enough. There's the folks they come. Well, this dummy opened it up like near Pearland, conservative country, that area, and had the nerve to, you need to be vaccinated, or you need to be jabbed. I'm sorry, you need to be jabbed, or you need to be masked to come
What are
into.
you talking about?
And they started talking about the liberal policies that they wanted to implement in Harris County and in Fort Bend counties, respectively. 6 months later, their business shut down. It was hilarious. We don't.
Of course it did.
Nobody wants to come to our sandwich shop because you're from California trying to import California policies in Texas, you little bitch.
And not only that, Juan, think about how the property was probably a lot cheaper, which is why they even left California to go there. It was a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing that down here as well, man. There's a lot of, but they're not coming from California. They're coming from New York, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Michigan, and they're moving down here and buying up
basically off the
land.
big cities.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing here.
Hey, sir, you live in North Carolina, sir?
No,
North
Charleston,
South Carolina. Oh, okay, so you don't know. Hey, Garion. So Garion, So Gary, North Carolina has that biotech hub, like that biotech triangle.
Research.
They do. They do.
Oh yeah. So how is that going? How is that area going? How's the real estate?
We're getting a lot of people from Miami just to go up there and see if they can get some jobs. Recently, whenever I was working in the stops, we ended up getting a whole bunch of new truckers, and a lot of them are people from Miami who are trying to find work, and they keep talking about that stupid little tech hub, thinking like, "Hey man, this whole trucking thing is just a side gig to rack up some cash so I can get me another job." And I was like, "You're gonna be here for the next 40 years, sir. You don't realize it."
No, they don't know. They don't realize that they're going to end up getting themselves, stuck.
Yeah, they are.
I see.
I love being stuck where I live, guys. Being stuck in the middle of Alaska, dude.
Yeah, we know that, bro. You got your land. You got your water. You got your water rights. Do you have mineral rights, 12 man? Where's your mineral rights,
Yes,
12 man?
He's
You have petroleum.
Got them down to the core of the earth, possibly.
Yeah, 12 man. Do you have petroleum?
He probably got oil on it.
Yeah,
You
wait.
don't even know it.
That wine box spigot is stuck open.
Stanley, come on, Stanley.
I
didn't
he probably
open
has
up
like
the wine boxes and lick them.
Yeah, he probably has like an IV connected to his damn wine
Oh, he
box.
most definitely does.
Yeah, he can sleep, still be drinking.
Oh my god, bro.
Sir.
If we had the technology,
Sir,
we could probably have a
what
bodysuit that
We
could
love you,
swipe
12.
through.
Bodysuit,
What?
like Dune, like he
Yeah,
has
like
Dune,
Dune.
but instead of like water, it's just wine.
He probably takes showers in wine. You don't know.
Holy shit! Nah, bro, you
You
can't,
don't use the drain it, so you just drink it.
bro. You can't drink this much, man.
He
It's not healthy, man.
He cooks all his food with wine. It's just wine everywhere.
You got wine, mac and cheese,
Wine,
Sir
cereal.
knows.
wine, greens,
You read,
wine.
you read
wine
me like a book, sir.
Did I?
I mean, it's like, John's like pretty much like that too. He got this like drinking.
Yeah,
like,
but his
beer
is
and
weed.
water.
Yeah, but his is weed. This is just weed.
No, I
Yeah,
drink
weed.
time to time as well. When we had that case where we won the certification of citizenship, I had my day drink. I mean, it was cognac and Coke. I mean, but it was something to celebrate. But again, with as high as the prices are right now, all that I can do is look at the freaking bottles and just imagine myself drinking them.
What kind of cognac do you rather drink, Juan?
Well, to be quite honest, I had lied on the other show and said that I was drinking just your regular drink of the day, but no, I was drinking Louis 13, but I don't have 3,500.
Oh, Louis 13. Okay. Yeah, Vietnamese love the Remy Martin and all that shit. That's
I don't like Remy Martin.
Yeah,
I think
black.
it's
Yeah, Remy. Remy's.
I mean,
you don't. Yeah, I think it's like, if we're gonna do HB's wedding, it's like, okay, you're gonna have Remy in my table, or are you gonna put Hennessy on my table?
Your table will have soju on it. Your table has
soju. Oh, that's Master Kim's table. Master Kim can have. No. You know what?
It's got sake.
It's
got sake at the table.
Yeah, soju's pretty good.
Sake.
Yeah, but soju's pretty good, but I wouldn't drink it normally because like this.
I want to go to Master Kim's table. I bet she
Well,
has
don't, 12th man, you could drink a lot of soju. The problem with that is like it will fuck you up. Like it's not.
No, you do not drink a lot of soju, bro.
Yeah, it looks like it's nothing. You'll start drinking like it's nothing, and you'll get.
And then when
fucked
it
up
hits you,
quickly.
you go down.
Yeah.
Wait, what Asian are you, Crack?
No, Vietnamese,
and then Master Kim is
Korean half. He's Korean and
I know
white.
more about Korean.
He's Korean and white. Yeah.
You're a Southern Asian. Okay. One of them brown ones.
You wanted them Mexicans.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he wanted them Asians.
You wanted them border hopping Asians. That's what you.
Yeah, got like some black.
You trying to bring communism over here into the States?
Man, Vietnamese are really pro-Trump. If
They
you
are.
see Because we hate communism so much. Because we got kicked out of there because of that shit. And my parents hate them so badly. They don't want to go back to the country because they're like, fuck them. Like, fuck them. They kicked us out. We ain't ever gonna come back. Like, we ain't giving you back our money. Like,
not only
fuck
that,
y'all.
You got not gonna lie, you guys and Cubans got a lot in common.
Yeah,
no, the
we
Venezuelans
do.
también.
For sure.
The Venezuelan, other than the gang members, the actual Venezuelans that are running from Venezuela right now because of the Maduro elections last month, they all tell their kids, every group, the Vietnamese, the Cubans, and the Venezuelans, those Venezuelans, they'll tell their kids, you have nowhere else to run to. This is the last place of safety. So if you want to keep it, you got to protect it. They all say the same thing. My former friend An, his mom told him right in front of us, you have nowhere to go. And, well, can't necessarily say that they're wrong, but they instill that in their kids' heads so, hardcore. It's not even funny, and their kids pick it up as well.
You know what? That is going to be their downfall.
Why? What is?
That kind of rigidity, dude. The key to freedom, in my opinion, and the key to American success, in my mind, success after success, flexibility of thought, agile minds, and being that rigid, dude, you're like a brick wall. And
I'll have to agree with Stanley at that point.
Being that rigid is really just a bad thing. It makes for bad human beings, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but in their offense, they saw some really, really horrible stuff as well. I mean,
yeah, that's true too.
No, I'm not finding fault with it. I'm just saying part of American greatness is agility of thought.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
Yeah, it's a tough thing at this point. Yeah, because people got burnt on communism, And
the problem is you vote in communism and you have to literally throw them out. Like you can't win once they come into power.
But I mean, being flexible, I'm as anti-communist as any staunch anti-communist. It obviously doesn't work. However, MAGA in its purest form isn't going to work either.
Well, you can't go hardcore left, and you can't go hardcore right. It just doesn't work. Helen Haynes says a brick wall with no communism. Yes, it'll be a beautiful brick wall. It'll be 10 foot tall. If you talk shit about the brick wall, it'll get 10 foot taller.
And anyway, Cracker, are we gonna finish watching the video?
Well, Great Wall of China.
It's up to you guys.
The Great Wall of China should be like a historical guidepost for walls not working.
Is the Trump wall going to be the new Great Wall? The Great Wall.
It worked for millions of years against the Mongolians.
What?
Millions of years.
What? The Mongolians. It's South Park. Didn't South Park make a fucking episode on that?
We called the Mongolians.
The Mongolians. Build the wall. Build the wall.
Come on, guys.
Did they scale the wall with their horses?
Montero in the chat. Come get your boy. Walking back to his bed and take his place, please.
Stanley, calm down, Stanley.
I don't know how anyone functions drinking 5 in the morning though.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with it. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. However,
yes, it is.
Don't
5 o'clock in the morning though.
Don't get a broken clock. Your clock is broke on 5
right now. South Korea is what, 8 o'clock at night? 8, 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah. So you on Korea time when you start drinking? You on Korean time?
Hey, Stanley, ain't it late at the roller rink?
Hey, I like that conversation, sir. Sir and Blacks had that nice conversation about Korea. If you've never been to Asia, it really is different out there.
Yeah.
Really you gotta.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I'd say it's better. Oh, go ahead, Portia. Hi, Portia.
Hi, sir. Hey, everybody. On
Howdy.
the
Hey, Portia.
howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Portia,
How
you and
is
HB are getting married. He proposed to you, and you said yes, apparently.
What?
What happened?
I said, wedding, apparently HB proposed to you, and you said yes, apparently.
Who said
You
that?
gonna marry him?
You did.
You getting married, Portia?
Who said that, man?
Ain't nobody talked to her about marrying Portia. What you talking about?
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Okay, say Juan. I'm pretty sure we know he's blind.
HB getting married.
He ain't asked me yet.
What? Hey, notice Crack is very quiet right now. Look at Crack.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
He's done.
I'm gonna say shit.
Good crack is over there blushing. He's blushing right now.
I just want to, hey, Sean John, no Diddy. I wanted to say the Vietnamese population here in Texas is insane, okay? And then in Texas, we have the largest Asian coalition of Republicans.
I'm moving.
Yeah, I bet you guys do. Yeah. So if I move to Texas, it's not no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, so in Texas, the Vietnamese coalition of the Republican Party, they meet, like most of us, we meet once a month. They meet once a week.
Like once a week, yeah. In Houston, they meet like every other Saturday.
Yeah, they meet once a week. And when I'm telling you, the Republicans and Trump, listen, they go all out. Like I've even gotten, go to the nail salon. I've gotten them to come work for elections. I've gotten them to work with me to block walk, phone bank. They want to be as involved as possible because the last thing that they want is communism in any way. And they are so loyal, they're so dedicated, so big here in the United States.
Did his mic get louder?
It did.
What is Hispanic for Trump? Look down there. Look like down there.
I can tell you. I can answer that question. Here in South Texas, they are, after what happened over the past 3 years, the Rio Grande Valley has the opportunity to flip for the second time in 170 years. The last time it flipped like this was 2022 when Mayra Flores and I forget the other person that represented McAllen, Henry Cuellar, who represented Laredo, damn near got knocked off in their districts. And it's about that same place right now. But you have, again, these idiots like the Tren de Agua that ruined it for everybody else. So now everybody's just like, you know what? We have to pick we don't like the guy, but we're going to have to pick him because at least shit had an order when he was here.
Yeah, so like even you have the Vietnamese coalition and then you have the Hispanic coalition here in the great state of Texas. And they have meetings more than anybody else, and their groups are so big. Like for the rest of us, we're having less than, and Juan, you've been in meetings with me before. We have less than 100 people, whether it's online or in person, like combined. But the Hispanic coalition and the Vietnamese coalition, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them that show up to their meetings all the time, and they really hold it.
How is that? I mean, it may be big in Texas, but nationally, flipping the Rio Grande Valley means nothing. It just means Texas is more Republican. Surprise, surprise.
Well, the thing is, the last time the Rio Grande Valley flipped like this majorly, other than the 2 times that I'm talking about, was in 18.
Right. I understand why that's exciting in Texas. But the rest of the country, we're not expecting Texas to be anything other than Republican.
And you might be right, but the point that
Well, no, I am right.
The thing is it signifies a potential shift nationwide. Now, I could be wrong.
No, actually, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Stanley, you take these days off and you come back and you come in hot, piping hot.
Well, no. What am I saying that's incorrect? Texas becoming more Republican? Surprise, surprise.
No, it's great. I'm so happy to hear you say that. Every time you say it, it just makes me really excited.
I'm just trying to figure out how the Rio Grande Valley flipping Republican portends a national trend. It simply doesn't.
Well, I mean, for what I don't want to speak for Juan, but I mean, Juan, 170 or 150 plus years.
The last time it flipped like that was the Civil War. That's the last time it flipped.
I guess I hate to put a pin in the Texas balloon, but it's great for Texas.
Hey, Stanley,
But
no
the rest of the country, Democrats aren't trying to flip Texas.
Well, a lot of times, I mean, here lately, we've been hearing a lot about, oh, the Democrats are doing this in Texas, that in Texas. Like, just read the news.
They are pie in the sky Democrats.
And Stanley, I thank you for saying that, because that's just not the case here in my great state. And it's just like we are as red as we've ever been, and we just get redder by the day. And then we have all these outsiders, all these transplants. And
Like Texas gets redder like an angry boil.
Yep. And don't I love it? I'll tell you this.
Oh my God.
People, they say that, and it's just like, okay, I hear you, but being down here in Texas is just like, no, that's just not the case. And so a lot of the transplants that are coming in, they're voting Republican too, and they're registering Republican.
Yeah, well, the transplants are Republicans.
Yeah, it's great. Don't we love it? Don't we love it?
You should. As a matter of fact, I want all the Republicans to go to Texas and flip it so far that it succeeds. And you know what? If there were like a constitutional convention,
when we became a republic,
I would vote for Texas to secede from the Union.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
it. We're the only state that actually could, and so
And you know what? You're the only state that should.
Stanley, what are the Democrats flipping? Then flipping, then Stanley.
Wait, did you just say you're moving to Texas?
Democrats then flipping nothing.
I'm sorry, Portia. I can't hear you.
I just said that.
Loud.
Oh, hold on, wait. Let me fix that for 12th man. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't. Every time he talks, I can't hear anything but him.
I think he needs to refresh because his mic is breaking up extremely bad.
Is that
not his mic?
Guys?
It's his brain.
Hey, 12th man, can you do me a favor? Can you go in and come back out for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so just go and come right back out. Oh, and Stanley, another fun fact. I've been talking about Bob with this in the chat, but I started confirmation classes 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. So this is my 3rd week, so I'm gonna have to go at 1:30.
Now, I would love to talk to you and Bob about this because JD Vance is a new Catholic. What is this a trend? No, I'm serious. I'm curious to know why a bunch of Republicans.
Well, Stanley, I'll say, I'm a Negro, so I've been a Christian Baptist my whole life, and but I've been going to this Anglican church for like the last 2 and a half years or so, and I started confirmation a couple of weeks ago. And
so you're going Anglican?
Yeah, Anglican. And
hey, Stanley, can you like, for me, I don't know enough about Anglicans, but to me, it feels like Anglicans are like halfway between Protestants and Catholics.
Well, they are.
You know what?
So are they really Protestants, though? Are they really Protestants?
I'm learning.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Well, I can tell you why they're Protestant. Henry VIII basically left the church because they wouldn't give him a divorce.
But they keep the rituals, though. They keep kind of the practices.
Absolutely.
Though. So that's why I feel like, are they really Protestants?
Well, Episcopalians, by the way, and Anglicans are pretty much the same thing. Somewhat alike. I could go to an Anglican service and I would know it all. It's pretty much that similar.
So, are you familiar with Absalom Sears, Stanley?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll send you some stuff on him offline. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that because me and Bob, we've been talking about it in the chat.
Well, Bob's Catholic.
But I just found out, I'm not going to lie. I just found out last week. I've been going to the church for a couple of years. I'm not going to lie. I found out last week that it was a form of Catholicism. And I'm like, oh.
I wouldn't call it that. No, it's not Catholicism.
What'd you
Maybe
say,
Stanley can explain it.
Well, y'all know this. I'm literally a cradle Catholic, so no, Anglicans are not Catholic.
See, because
Hey guys,
so Stanley, so that's what I thought. But like, I'm in catechism right now, and so like I'm learning a lot right now, and but like I don't want to go into too much detail on that. Like I'll talk to you offline about it. I'll reach out to you. But this article, this Washington Post article, it looks like Crack has it up. The Republican hung cow.
Yeah, I'm interested in this. Navy captain, Vietnamese Navy captain is rarer than rare.
Tim Kaine and Virginia Senate race. So, but Stanley, I will reach out to you about it because I'm curious because you're very familiar. And then like me and Bob, we've been talking about it. Me and Bob, and then Miss Lisa, we've talked about it as well. But yeah, so I'll reach out to you offline. But let's go into this. Get Crack.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Republican hung cow projected to face Tim Kaine in the Virginia Senate race. So the Trump-backed retired Navy captain entered primary day with name recognition and the biggest campaign fund. So that's him right here. Okay. So retired Navy hung cow is projected to win the Republican nomination in Virginia's five-way Senate primary Tuesday to take on Senator Tim Kaine in the fall. So he already won that. So yeah, I think Trump this week went over to try to promote him. So I don't know if he's gonna win, but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Virginia?
Yeah, in Virginia.
Well, just so you know, the Virginia governor won. He's a Republican. What's his name? Glenn. I can't even remember his name now. He won without Trump's backing. So Trump in Virginia isn't necessary to win as a Republican.
It was Glenn Youngkin.
Glenn Youngkin, who, by the way, I don't hate.
Glenn Youngkin. What about Winsome Sears? Retired Navy captain, Churlingham.
The dude's an academy graduate too. He's probably going to beat Kaine.
Really? You think so?
Naval Academy graduate in Northern Virginia. If you know anything about Loudoun County,
yeah, Virginia's pretty because it's pretty purple now, right?
Well, the Asians in Loudoun County, Virginia, they got things done in the schools. Asians rule Loudoun County, and Loudoun County's
some Vietnamese
County's, oh shit, special operations. Interesting. Loudoun County is the richest county, I think, in the United States, or definitely in the top 5.
It's the richest on the East Coast, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
This dude could beat Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine's been there a while. Special operations, academy graduate.
But hey, Stanley, I want this opinion though. Do you think Trump's endorsement is kind of like a shot in the foot? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not going to say that. It depends on the state.
Because Virginia is so purple now, right? You have the DC suburb type people. It's like that might turn people off, huh?
But you got to be careful about the DC suburbs. They are purple also. Like Loudoun County, Leesburg, that area, they are purple. And the reason I know so much is I literally worked in Fairfax County. I lived on the Warren County, Fauquier County line. I know Northern Virginia fairly well.
So do you think Stanley, that even Alaska has turned purple here recently?
Really?
We're now a purple state. Yes,
interesting.
Man,
so is it? Well, 12th man, is it Anchorage like that's causing that?
Fairbanks, Anchorage. Did you know we're also known as the most corrupt state in the country?
Really?
Did you know that?
More corrupt than New Jersey? More corrupt than New Jersey?
Murkowski, who I believe is one of the senators for Alaska, man, the shit that she's done over the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh, tell us, Juan. Tell us. What else she does?
I'll defer to 12th man. I'll let him tell you. But man,
Mary Peltola, shut down Alaska pipeline.
And Mary Peltola has
Don't,
not been in office for years. She's, as a matter of fact, isn't she an interim or did she win?
Murkowski?
No, not
Yeah,
Murkowski. The
Murkowski.
other lady.
No,
No, you know what? She's a congresswoman. She was a Native American.
Murkowski is not.
Yeah, Murkowski's the
She's a
senator.
rhino, Stanley.
So what?
Everybody in
I like
Alaska,
rhinos. I got rhinos in my
we call
backyard
her
zoo.
a rhino. But yeah, we turn purple. To your point, Stanley. Yeah, Alaska is even turning purple.
I love me some rhinos. My favorite animal.
Somebody put a picture of a
Oh
rhino.
boy.
Just go back down real quick, portion.
I thought Stanley was more of a hippo guy. A
The
hippo.
Hunk Cow made that. We made mention that Tim Kaine had spent
Come
30
on, good Greg.
This guy's been in the military. The difference is Tim Kaine got rich and I got scars. That's a profound statement.
Right. That's what he said right here. Yeah.
Dude's gonna win. I can tell you right now, just from reading this.
That is a profound statement.
The Naval Academy in Virginia they graduate kings.
I thought the Naval Academy was in Maryland.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Annapolis.
So you really don't think the Trump endorsement like hurts him in the purple areas? So.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But consequently, it doesn't hurt him either. Glenn Youngkin won without any Trump help. As a matter of fact, I think he consciously he didn't reject Trump, but he didn't encourage Trump. Like Trump asked to come in or wanted to come in and campaign for him. Youngkin politely declined.
Yeah.
Now, the other person that I'm paying attention to in Virginia is the lieutenant governor. What's her name? Sears, the Jamaican woman.
Yep, she's black, right?
Black, very beautiful, but man, smart as a whip too.
Oh yeah, I know who she is.
Extremely smart as a whip. Nothing too conservative when it comes to fiscal policy, but not so liberal that let me go ahead and encourage our governor to basically cash every single check that doesn't need to be cashed, basically.
And I can tell you, being a black female lieutenant governor in Virginia is a very big deal, considering that their first black governor was like in the 90s.
Yes. Keys,
really?
right? Alan Keys?
No, it was Doug. Damn, he's still alive. Damn it, I can't believe I can't forget his name because he's actually an impressive guy. No, it wasn't Alan Keys. Alan Keys has never been in elected office. Now, you also have to understand, I think she's got a Caribbean background.
She's from Jamaica.
Yeah,
Jamaica.
okay. No, but her being a black female lieutenant governor in Virginia, yeah, she's heavy. She's a heavy hitter.
So the first Jamaican female Republican, first female veteran, first naturalized citizen delegate. You know,
And I actually like her first name, Winsome. I love that name. No, I'm dead serious. It's a very unique.
Oh man.
Even though she's a Republican.
I don't have anything. I like Condoleezza Rice. I would vote for her in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, I actually have. I wouldn't even bother thinking about voting for. Damn it, I am getting old. Our governor, Georgia's governor, I'd vote for him in a heartbeat.
Kemp, Governor Kemp.
Oh yeah, I would vote for Kemp in a heartbeat, and there's a specific reason why. Now, if he were running against, say, an Obama, I would probably vote for Obama. But if he were running against Kamala, I'd have to give it some serious thought. He's a good guy.
So, what do you think about Walt, Stanley? What do you
I like
think?
him.
Untrackable, you are absolutely right. Mark Robinson, I believe North Carolina's lieutenant governor. Isn't he running for governor right now? But yes,
He is.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to him in person through a friend of mine at Fallback Productions, and man, that guy is on another level. If I were to go back to North Carolina and live there for more than 6 months and register to vote there, I would vote for him.
I wouldn't vote for Mark Robinson. I'm more likely to vote for Trump than I am for Mark Robinson.
Wow. Stanley, did you just say you'll vote for Trump?
I think Mark. No, I think Mark Robinson is a unique style of extremist.
Are you okay, 12th man? What's going on over there?
Is everything all right now?
Bro, you need to cut down. Like, you gotta go to sleep, man. Come on. Like, this is not healthy. because the problem is, like, if he's going on streams and the streams are making him drink more, it's like, nah, you gotta quit the streams too, man.
The moment when your stomach and your liver are telling you this is some bullshit. Not even the wine's going down his throat.
Man, bro.
And his stomach is yelling, "Don't do it, fam! No!"
I told you guys, his body literally hates him.
Yeah, it probably. I mean, but he can't quit though, because if it's like, if he has, you know what, alcohol.
That's like quitting crack, bro. Quitting alcohol is like quitting crack.
Yeah, that's why alcohol is so insidious. Alcohol is like, oh, it's nothing, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, here we
your
go.
body's in pain. You're craving alcohol. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's quitting crack.
Well, the problem is ethyl alcohol is equally miscible with water, which means the body.
Oh boy, here comes the chemistry. Here comes a chemistry lesson.
No, that's actually more biology.
Well, it's biochem. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I've always found that fascinating, though.
So we got a new guy up here. Let's see. What's up?
Oh, she's only oh shit. She's like a year minus a day older than I am. Wow.
A year minus
Very
a day.
interesting. Yeah, I was March 12, 65.
Yeah. I mean, she's still going strong, man. Yeah, she's a veteran.
Good for
all this
her.
shit. Yeah.
I'd like to see her as governor.
She
You know,
look like
that's what I like about Stanley. He just cares about integrity. So I think Stanley's right about that. People should have.
Well, no, I care about more. I care more.
Morals, yeah, he cares about morals too. Now, I would say a little bit.
No, I care about more than integrity. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Integrity is just key.
No, hold on, Stanley. How can you be a liberal and still uphold moral integrity?
Why wouldn't I?
That's completely against moral integrity. What do you mean? You think that it's okay for a 12-year-old?
You really want to get in this debate, or do you really want to get in this debate with me?
Give me another 30 minutes. I'll take some more shots and I'll be right back. And then
All right, sir. All right.
You better take a couple shots.
Let me let me get some more Don Julio in me, and I'll be.
Oh no!
But see, I warn you. I warn you. I'm perfectly sober and raring for a fight. I got enough.
I'm not drunk, so I'm not in rare form.
Oh no, that's going to be even better. I don't want you drunk. I want you to take your whipping stone cold sober.
Nah, you're gonna beat on a drunk man. Pause. So that's what's gonna happen. So give me like another hour.
Bottom line is that version
Kids should
of
not be able to chop their own dick off.
liberals invented morality. Well, I won't say
How?
morality, but
Oh
I mean,
boy.
go
Oh
back to the
boy.
Enlightenment. Liberals
Here we go.
literally,
Here we go.
liberals literally invented America.
Elaborate.
What was the Enlightenment? The origin of American liberal values. Go read a history book, son.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
That doesn't make liberals the
No,
creators.
literally, liberals formed America. Now, maybe liberal gets tossed around. Liberal means like left of, far left in some cases, but liberal values are literally the product of the Enlightenment.
Well, Stanley, you're only calling them liberal because they broke away from
No,
Great
I'm
Britain.
only calling them liberal because that's actually the classical definition.
Well, that ain't the same liberal of today. Let's talk about that. Are they the
Okay,
same?
I argue that today has gotten away from liberal values.
So, what is the liberal today? Why are we
The
calling them liberal?
well, I'm a liberal of today, and I kind of like it or not, whether I like it or not, tend to be a creature of the Enlightenment.
Can it be said too?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? We got a new guy up here.
Yeah.
What's up?
It's
Untrackable.
Untrackable. Yeah. I was just thinking, it's like you talk about the ideals, the liberal ideals of, so let's say ideally everybody should be able to do what they want to do, right?
Now that's liberalism. There's a difference.
But that's the ideology, whereas
there's a difference between libertarianism and liberal.
If I could, the ideology of do whatever you want to do, but then the physical acts.
Libertarianism.
Stanley, can you finish?
No, I don't think I will. He's starting off wrong.
Oh my gosh.
The physical act of carrying out whatever you want to do might lead to a situation of I'm doing whatever I want to do in my mind, but then I find myself without a support system when I fail. Whereas
it's called crime.
No, you can be morally incorrect as well, Stanley. Just because you're doing whatever you want doesn't mean it's okay. It can be morally incorrect.
That's where liberal values come back in. They are enshrined in law. If you do what you want to do, if you do what you want to do, and people don't agree with what you want to do, oftentimes that's a crime, and you get punished for doing what you want to do.
And I fully understand, but like, let's say doing what you want to do isn't like the direction that you go in doing your own thing. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, what you chose is not a crime, but you have alienated yourself from the path of correction, which is following, a stereotype or a law or the path that was given before you, and going down the same road that your parents went down and the parents before the parents before the parents went down. You go and do your own thing, but you have alienated yourself from the people that stay on the path, and your efforts may cause failure. And who's going to be there to catch you? Because if you stay on the team,
well, let me ask you a question. If you had decided that path, why should there be people there to catch you?
Why should what? Sorry.
If you had decided to forge your own path, why should, and it depends on the path, why should there be anyone there to catch you? Who's not your family, by the way.
I mean, you could chalk it up to random encounters of people that may or may not accept you, because somebody might see somebody falling over drunk on the side of the street and choose to walk on by and just let them stumble on their own. And somebody else might be like, hey, sit with me for a minute. Hey, drink this water. You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't see where this is going. However, the one thing that I've said a couple times in these spaces is you can go your own path, but freedom, to use a very cliched, like horrible phrase, freedom isn't free. Okay, if you decide to go your own path, then you have to accept the consequences of that freedom. And
Well, that sounds like
if the consequences are that no one wants to be associated with you, well, you chose that path. Now, America's famous for second chances. It doesn't mean you can't backtrack and follow a more, acceptable path. But, extreme individualism has its own risks as well as rewards, I guess. So you said nothing that, that's quite frankly interesting.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah. We feel the same about you, so,
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
I accept those consequences.
We still don't believe you liberals have values at all. Or morality.
What has happened in my absence? I only have it's 119.
Stanley's okay with little boys cutting their dicks off and calling themselves Sally. He's okay with that.
What? That's what we were. Oh, was that the path you were talking about? Untrackable.
No, you know who you voting for, Stanley. You know what they are pulling for. So I don't even know why you get up here and do this argument, man. You can't be on that side, but pick and choose what you support. You can't do.
Well, I also know who keeps bringing stuff like that up.
Who, me? Duh. You don't think we should? You don't think that?
Well, no, I keep wondering why you keep bringing up that example.
Because that's what they're unveiling. What do you mean? That's a major.
I disagree. I disagree that they're unveiling that.
Yes, they are. Stanley.
I keep wondering.
Taking away the power from the parents, Stanley. If your child wants to do it, and you don't disagree,
I think you're making it up.
No, I think you know that's going on, and you're okay with it.
I think it's your chief fear, but I think you're making it up.
Well, all beer is cheap to me, Stanley. Asshole.
Oh, it's come to that?
Yeah, it has. You said cheap beer as if I'm a cheap. Stanley, you're talking to an owner operator. I can drink what I want.
Wait, we were talking beer and boys?
No, we weren't talking beer and boys. You're talking boys.
Right, and you introduced that, right?
Stanley, look, I can drink cheap beer as much as I want. Okay? I can drink cheap beer as much as I want. It's all cheap to me.
Wait, I didn't even know you were drinking beer.
Is it? No, yes, you did. Why are you lying, Stanley? Why are you a liar?
Okay, you know what? I'm confused now.
No, you're not confused. You're a liar. That's what you are.
I mean, football is going on, so sir is definitely, game
At
ready.
home drinking as I am legally allowed to do. Yes, I am.
I can tell you, my parents love football. I mean, I think they mentioned that last night. And I believe that Imperius is trying to make an argument about Florida football, but Texas has a football Bible. So, I get it whenever other states try to get in on it. Yeah. But Texas is, if you've ever been to Texas and you go to a high school or middle school and you see the stadiums for
They're
football,
amazing.
middle school and high school,
he was trying to compare and contrast and say that
and it's just not the same. And the thing is that down here in the great state of Texas, football is we eat, sleep, and breathe it. It is so serious. Like even the women, you meet a woman from Texas, don't doubt her about her knowledge on football. However, it is such a huge thing, and it's not just NFL. We're talking college.
We're talking Pop Warner. Warner.
Listen, they even you can go put on the TV in Texas and you can see middle school football games. You're definitely seeing football games.
Look,
very seriously. So I
used to live in Texas. You could go to a Pop Warner game and get into a fist fight with a mother There's a mom that'll swing on you out there because you yelling at her child.
And I'll bet you were one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Hey,
don't
they
play
do
that.
it down
I say all that.
How many fights did you get in at Pop Warner games?
I've never gotten any.
I say all that to say that, you know, today's Sunday, it's Labor Day weekend, and I already know my dad, college ball, my mom is actually 10,000 times worse than my dad, my sister, like my whole family, like everybody, even like at church today, it's like we got to get on up out of here because we got to watch some football, you know, because that's what we look forward to down here in the great state of Texas. So, sir, he may be drinking, but he's a football fan.
And not only that, Portia, I'm home. I'm upstairs in the back side of the house, away from everybody else.
The man cave.
What the fuck I want, Stanley? I'm a taxpayer. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a veteran, and I get up and contribute to society every day. So, Stanley, fuck you. All you do is sit in your
Oh man.
No, hold on. All you do is sit in your little fucking rocking.
Okay, so Randy says football in Texas is serious. They close towns down for high school games. Ain't that right, Randy? I see someone new on the panel that's unfamiliar to me. Untrackable.
Yeah, it's untrackable. How do you find us, Untrackable?
Hey, Untrackable, who are you? I just saw you cam up for a bit. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Untrackable? Newly bald. You didn't look bald to me for a second, but who are you? Where are you from? Oh, okay.
He go track.
Well, you're not all the way bald, so you're still holding on to it. So where are you from, Untrackable?
Hey, and Track has a nice house. I can tell by the garage. He has a 2-car garage. I can tell. Nice house.
Well, Untrackable looks like, you know, he looks like a true red-blooded.
Unlike Stanley, Stanley probably has a Courage the Cowardly Dog house, wooden, in the middle of nowhere, fucking windmill right there, and a rocking chair on the front porch.
To be fair,
windmill.
Before I have to go,
A windmill that does nothing, Crack. It's just
I have
there.
about 3 minutes. I would like to know, Untrackable, can you tell us about yourself, Untrackable? How did you find us? And who are you? Do you have your own channel or?
Well, I've been doing live panels where it says open panel for about like 9 months or so. I found it back in the winter, and I've met plenty of beautiful people that you know, sometimes it's a hangout, sometimes it's a pointed conversation, sometimes it's just, hey, this goofy dude is going live and he said, hey, pull up if you want to pull up. So I pull up and conversations happen. Myself,
he's another 12, Portia.
Okay, we want to hear him talk. Stop interrupting him. Go ahead, Untrackable.
yeah, myself, I'm down here in North Carolina. And shout out, I heard somebody's a military veteran.
Sir and Stanley, we have 2 vets on the panel
Okay,
right now.
okay. Well, myself included, I was an Army 92 Gulf food service for 6 years back in the day. I'm 41 years old.
Thank you for your
And
service.
yeah, it was a good time. And I'm married. I got a job, got a kid,
Okay.
and I'm chilling. A happy Sunday to everybody.
Happy Labor Day weekend. We all chilling, ain't we?
Salute, Untrackable.
Yes, thank you, Untrackable. We just wanted to kind of find out a little bit about you because I've never seen you on a panel. And so you do open panels as well. So over here, we try to do 24-hour streams. So we're typically going all day. So this is the Urban Landlord channel. And so you'll see our host at some point today, hopefully. Our main host, that's John Galt. And then you have 3 additional hosts, which would be myself, Portia, Crack, Get Crack for me. And then you'll have HB2N, who does the trucker show. He is a trucker. He's a cross-country truck driver, and he drives all the time. He's really great. I love him. He's wonderful. Crack is an Asian. So the thing is what can't you get out of him? He's very intelligent and he knows everything, all stocks, very educational whenever it comes to teaching us about financial education when it comes to stocks. And then me, you know, I'm just here. I know some things, but I don't like to overstep my boundaries. I am a Texan. I'm a woman from the South, so I try to stay in my lane. But I do host from time to time, and we just try to have fun over here. We like to have, decency as much as we can, although sometimes it goes off the rails, but that's okay. But I'm glad you found us. So I'll hand it off to you guys because I'm about to go to class, but I'll be listening. It looks like the door's
Well,
open.
thanks for that welcome. It was you guys have been very inviting, and I've enjoyed hearing everybody say their piece on whatever it is we're talking about. So continue, please. I love you guys.
That is so great.
So Untrackable, do you prefer the term Fort Bragg or Fort Liberty?
I don't think for me, it's not about preferring a name. I think it was when it was accepted and named, it was in honor of actions, and it was given a name. You don't like the name? Well, I don't know what to tell you, but that's what that thing was named. I have a name. It was given to me. And, some people recognize names for other things, and some people just look at you and say, hey, I know your name. I know what you've done. And so if people have a problem with the history of the person that it was named after, then they're missing the reasons, the other side of that person in which it was named after. But from its inception, it was given a name, and it should stand.
Well, I have a counterpoint to that. Much like, you can change your given name legally. You don't like a name, change it. So I don't necessarily like the fact that, military bases are named after people who were treasonous to the United States, which the Confederacy was.
Well, there's a good fictional story about a name that wrote its own story, and that story is Forrest Gump. It even says in the movie that
you lost me when you said fiction.
Well, art reflects life, not the other way around. If you want it to work,
I don't see that as relative to anything I'm thinking. If you don't like a name,
the thing is, this person that was named after a KKK member in the South went and did everything. It was, again, fiction. It was a mashup of many people's lives, but he did everything, and he did it dumbly and willingly. Like, oh, the fort goes this way, path of least resistance. I'm in the army.
So
somebody sold me something. I'm willing to buy anything.
Call this a Forrest Gump defense?
Well,
is that what you're doing?
If you're gonna create an argument, at least know your references. And I've watched Forrest Gump a million times.
Dude, I know my references. Basically, my reference is if you don't like a name, you can legally change it. And a fort named after someone who was demonstrably treasonous, that name should be changed or not. But people decided to change it. Thus it is changed. And it didn't change the function of the base at all. And by the way,
I would say this too.
I've spent time at Fort.
I would say this too, and that it's current America without having that internal fight. Now, I'm a married man. I have siblings, grew up in a single parent household. I understand what an internal fight is. That's when you can fight with your mom, you can fight with your siblings, you can fight within your own self. But you don't share that until you interact with somebody else. Even if you lose,
what this means. What does this have to do with name changing again?
You can still concede, and both sides of the fight will be better, especially when they learn to shake hands.
Is that
yeah, you lost. Shake my hand. Okay,
there a point here?
Go ahead.
Is there a point?
Yeah, after a fight, you can win and still concede a good fight, and you can lose and still concede.
I got you. So, Fort Liberty it is. Let's shake hands and let's move on to the next topic.
Good deal.
Next topic. Stanley.
Oh, well, I actually put an article in the back for Portia, and I actually wanted her to read it and give her thoughts. Juan posted a couple things in the back.
Well, there's people in the chat saying let Untractable talk. Stanley, stop running people off.
Since when do I care? I don't look at the chat generally.
Well,
he did talk. Well, wait, we just talked. We just said let's move on to the next topic. So the chat is time late.
It's all good, Stanley. It was a good talk.
Same here. Sir, do you have a topic?
Yeah, let's talk about how you're okay with young boys not having to listen to their parents about chopping their phallus off. Let's talk about that.
Do we really want to talk about phalluses on a holiday weekend?
Is that what I just said, Stanley? Or
I thought you said something about cutting phalluses off.
Yeah, young boys being
okay.
Able to
So
do it.
yes, who wants to talk about phalluses? Who wants to talk about phalluses on a holiday weekend?
Stanley, if your old ass,
I'll keep cutting you off.
Ass, if your fossil ass is
telling you what you said is cutting you off, then forgive me.
No, Stanley, you're a fossil. You should act your age.
You know what? I'm acting my age and telling you to sit down and be quiet, little boy.
You're buried treasure. Look, you're buried. You're not even buried treasure. You're buried. I don't know, dead animal. Look,
young man, get a haircut.
Look, if I was 80 years old, I wouldn't be on here acting like this. I would show an example for younger blacks.
I am showing an example. I just want to talk about phalluses on a festive weekend.
Even at 100 years old, Stanley,
what I'm showing is we should not be talking phalluses.
No, what you're showing, Stanley, is your son doesn't even have a haircut, asshole. Look at the picture.
Hey, I just want to clear.
Full of hair, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Anyway,
my son is only
shut up.
18.
Doesn't matter. Your son got hair, nigga. Shut up. Anyway, look.
Hey,
Stanley,
sorry.
Hold on. What Stanley is doing is showing that even when a Negro is 100 years old, he is still completely unstable and unable to have a civilized conversation. So I would say the future of blacks is diminished. Go ahead, Stanley.
Hey, you're the future of blacks.
Yeah, and look at who I got to follow. You.
You know what?
We're done.
Number one, I'm not your daddy. You don't have to follow me. And number two, as you were so fond of saying, you're a grown man.
Stanley, you said earlier that we should respect and follow our elders. You said that.
I think you should, but hey, it's not a law.
You're digging like a white man. Okay. That's why you married a white woman.
What are you talking about? Phalluses and white men?
That's why you procreated with a white woman?
All you have to talk about is phalluses and white men?
Man, what do you talk about, Stanley?
You right now.
That word is why I wanted to jump in there. Because
that's a good picture,
I believe
live chicken. A live chicken.
Picture. That is a good picture.
A live chicken. Are you a porn bomber? A live chicken. Who are you? We got a new guy here.
Hello. Yo, Craig, where you get this picture from? This is crazy.
Yeah, that's from Ava.
That is a nice picture of Grace. Wow.
Well, yeah, great. Yeah, Ben made Grace hike up that because they're running a mile. They need super chats here. You know, you got. Oh yeah.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. And make sure you're in
Yeah. So, hey, a live chicken. Who are you?
So you want to talk about phalluses now?
I am from the year 1999. Where is Nexter V?
What the heck? Is that a woman?
She sounds like a porn bomber.
Yeah, I don't know. You're man. Are you faking your voice right now? Yeah, I don't know. You got to prove us a little more. How did you find this channel?
I demand explanation. I searched this channel up. Nexter V must be behind this.
You sound like an no. We can't. Oh, I gotta go right now. So I
am-
can't do this. Hold on. Yeah, we can't do this right now. That's
Yo,
not good. That's not good proof. That's not good proof at all. That was terrible. You gotta do better, guys. All right. Continue.
They suck trying to infiltrate this channel. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to, I would just use a friend. Like, call in, cam up, old girl, let them see your pretty face, and then soon as they let me on the panel, pull my dick out. Like, niggas are dumb. But anyway, look, Stanley, you're an idiot. You're a terrible excuse. I guess you raised your son right. We don't know, allegedly. He's probably not at Georgia Tech. He's probably at Valdosta State, knowing you. Anyway, it is what it is. Stanley, you're a terrible excuse. I really don't like how you carry yourself on these panels. I don't like that you have no kind of patience. You don't let other people speak. You're not good at debating at all. You've never been a part of any debate team, any chess team, anything that requires high intellect or high IQ. You've never done it. You've never been there. You were surprised at me being able to read, which is very offensive, which is a basic life skill, by the way. But and then you just told me to cut my hair when your son has hair. You're a hypocrite, Stanley. You're a liberal. You're okay with little boys changing their sex and allowing their parents to have no say so. You're okay with all of that stuff, man. That's who you are, Stanley. Thank you for your service, but as a black man, I do not respect you. And you procreated with a white woman, so you might as well be a white man, honestly. A modern day white man. Honestly. And respectfully. Go ahead.
You done? You done?
Yeah.
And notice I didn't interrupt you.
Absolutely. That was the first time ever. Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to hear the substance of your quote speech. My response is fuck you.
That's it.
I will respectfully decline your offer.
Need I say more?
I mean, that just shows that you're just another old nigga. You're just another a solid snake, basically. You just probably don't drink as much. And guys, I've been saying this for a while on these panels, man. It's the older black men in our community they're part of the problem. You see what I'm saying? You got guys like this man right here who, I raised my son. He's going to Georgia Tech, blah, blah, blah. But look at how you get on here and talk to other Negroes. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to believe that you're a solid stand-up guy when you get on here and then you bash guys like me who did 10 years in the military, 3 combat tours, a father, a damn taxpayer, a contributor to society with me driving trucks. Bro, it's hard to believe it. I don't think your son's going to college at all. I think he's in the room playing video games right now. Honestly.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to that. I want to give a shout out to that right there. And that is because when you mentioned your service right then, and we have multiple.
The only thing I have to say is that if paying taxes,
no.
You know what, sir? Dude, don't you? Hey, let me give you a piece of advice, son. Don't piss me off. You're about to piss me off. You're interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me?
No. You will not cut the white man off. Go ahead, sir. You're a veteran.
I will call you. If paying taxes. You know what? You stand up for the white man. That's what you do best.
You was National Guard for the Coast Guard, Stanley. Shut up. Let the white man talk. Go ahead. You will not overtalk me today. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not trying to cause a stir, but when you mentioned about your service, there's something that comes with it afterwards. and that is, the value. Again, we're talking about values. How do you value another person? I didn't come up here to necessarily debate anybody, but getting your opinions out, being heard about a topic, it feels good. And when other people are doing it too, even though you might have converse opinions, you can still have that talk. You can both get it out and end on a happy note. And I felt like I did that with Stanley, but I feel like it's being the situation is being stifled with not necessarily the disagreements of ideals, but the disagreement of etiquette and maintaining the decorum of the room. I feel like that is what is being disrupted, not necessarily the specific opinions. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Well, let me respond to that. And actually, I'll respond to you, sir, as well.
You don't have to.
If paying taxes and driving a truck and whatever else it is you do is enough to be a good person, then almost everybody's a good person. My argument is your job, your service, etc., is not the sum total of a person.
Are you done?
What's the thing? I am not the sum of my parts. Like,
I wasn't talking about you so much. I was talking about the taxpayer, the taxpayer, sir, the truck driver, sir, the this, that, and the other. I don't really care what you do. That you care so much about what I do is shocking.
This is crazy because your son has far less accolades than me, but you talk up about him so much.
You know what? Who made the comparison? Have I ever compared you to my son? You seem silly. You sound like a silly old drunk man.
Who are you to
sound like comparing yourself to an 18-year-old is silly.
Who are you to tear down a black man who was doing well in life, Stanley? That makes you look bad as a black father.
You are absolutely retarded.
No,
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. When did I ever talk about your profession? It's all in your. It's all in. Apparently, your braids are too tight.
Black men like me.
They hate young black men like me, and you're not thinking straight.
That travel, that pay bills, that take care of families, that do certain.
I don't care what you do.
They hate black men like me, guys.
You and about 300 million other people
don't like me. Guys like American Man don't like me.
You are normal. You are just a normal American. You are a normal American.
Everybody hear me now. Older black men hate older black men more than any special.
You are normal.
Any non-black.
Black men
normal.
You are not special, sir. Sir, you're not special. You are not special.
You care more about white women than anything, Stanley. That's why you married one.
Dude, you are normal.
You hate young black men. You hate black men that are doing better than you, and they're 30 years younger.
You are normal.
It's crazy.
Keep drinking and watch your Dallas Cowboys game.
Look at the black man. Look at what the black man says to me.
Dude.
Look at
this.
You
know what? Don't make me start mocking. Don't make me start mocking that pickaninny hairstyle you're wearing. You look like a big. You look like a big pickaninny. Come on, turn your camera back on. You look like a big pickaninny.
They hate on us. That is why our community is in shambles.
You need to lose that pickaninny hairstyle.
I hope you guys are paying attention to this. Older black men hate younger, successful black men. This is a part of the problem in our community. Instead of him procreating with a black woman, he went and did it with a white woman, and now he hates on other black men who are doing better than him, even though they're 30 years younger. That is the problem. We got older black men who hate on younger black men. That's the problem.
Dude, them plaits are too tight.
I'm done talking. Shout out to San Jose. She's beautiful in real life, y'all. Believe it or not. She is amazing in real life. Go ahead, Stanley, you loser. Oh, you done? You done, loser? Anyway, like I was saying, the older black men are a huge problem in our community. They're a very big problem. A lot of them, they only like white women. They hate young, successful black men such as myself. Stanley probably hates that I did 10 years and he didn't. He hates that. He doesn't like it.
Hey, what up, though, sir? Hey, it's Master Kim. Hey, sir, it's very important that people get to learn about what you do. And when you showed your Ram truck, $60,000 truck, it's so important that these young cats, white and black boys, see what you do because you're a very successful man. And that's what's really energizing about what you got going on. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Guys like what you just mentioned, I'm not even going to mention his name. He's living his own hell. Hey, Untrackable, welcome. As a businessman, the owners of this program, I'm not the owner, but you know they want to welcome you and to please return. This is just a bad snapshot of the internet. Sir is dope. He's very inspirational. He's a living success. Hey, sir, just for the record, if you could put your email in the back chat, I'm going to Ashburn, Virginia, overnight, and that's only 43 miles from John Galt's crib. I'm dropping him off something, and I know he's in DC, he's in New York, but on the way back, I'm taking 95. I live in Middle Georgia, and I know that you live in Charleston, but you won't be touching 95 in the next day or two, will you?
No, I probably won't touch 95 again till Tuesday. Yeah, because I'm not running any load. The port is closed on Memorial Day as well. So I'm not picking my next load. I'm already loaded and I'm headed down to Savannah Tuesday.
Yeah. So one thing I did want to say, sir, is a lot of people that move freight would love to learn how did you get into containers, man? Because the guys that I know that pull containers, man, they actually have to turn away the overtime or because they never get it. Just never stops. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
Now, do you ever pull out of Brunswick as well, or just Savannah?
Honestly, I don't ever pull out of Brunswick or Savannah. I always pull out of Charleston, even though Savannah has a better port. They run it a lot better. But a lot of my deliveries are down in Brunswick, Jessup, Pooler, stuff like that, Conyers, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you getting deep into Georgia as much as you need. That's so funny what you mentioned about Valdosta State. I'll leave that alone, but that was great. That was funny. I'm not trying to get anyone angry. I thought that was. I mean, you've heard me on the stream before give it up to someone that had some pretty good insults. Like who was that guy yesterday that said, "Oh, you just need to eat some more salty food." That was so funny. He was like a pro-tep or Reggie or what was his name yesterday?
I have no idea. I just don't understand how guys like Stanley can even find ways to talk shit to young black men like me. I should be praised, but of course you got black men that are dysfunctional and they see guys like me as a threat. Instead of going at some guy that been to prison or something, he's on here arguing with me, a business owner at 31 years old.
Motherfucker, you and about 100 million other people. You are normal. Dude, you are normal. You simply are not special. Get a haircut.
Tell my kids that I'm not special, bastard. Tell my children that. Tell my little boys that.
You know what? It's funny. You're the only one. You're the only one. You are the only one dragging children into this. Your pervert.
Your son from
you are the only one talking about children.
You're not special, Stanley. The whites don't want
you. Who said I was?
You're not special.
You know what? You know what? You are bored. You are bored, and you're making up a fight. You are making up. You are making shit up to fight about just like a bitch. You are making stuff up just like a bitch.
Don't have any family
Stop acting like a bitch.
And I don't speak I don't speak for whites.
Black man that I fucking hate.
And I don't take every
acting like a bitch. You are being a successful. You are being a successful mean
I
girl
hate
bitch
black
today.
men like you.
Congratulations.
I hate black men like you. I will toss a white man a rifle any day.
Motherfucker, who cares? Keep hating. Keep hating, motherfucker.
Hey, flag Stanley. If you have a weapon in your hand, flag Stanley.
Keep hating, bitch.
Flag
You
Stanley.
sound like you're hating. Keep hating.
Flag him. He's already old.
Sir,
Put him in the dirt.
Sir, let me ask you a question real quick. Stanley, do you mind if I ask you a question? It's not to insult you. It's a neutral question, I promise. Stanley, do you feel obligated, because being a day one or day two, because I consider myself a day two as well, that you and I and others are obligated to try to get people to want to join the stream and come back again?
No.
So that there's a
What I'm obligated to do is not take shit from little boys.
Okay, so you don't feel that you're obligated to want to encourage the success of John Galt and HB and Portia on this new endeavor, as it's a fledgling thing, right? They don't get paid for this, right? And that, do you think, because being nice is free, by the way, it's free, it don't cost nothing, right? And all we have to do is be nice and pleasant to people and greet them and to talk interesting topics and not insult people so that they want to return. Don't you feel obligated to
apparently,
contribute to
let me
success?
know when you're done, because obviously this is going to go on for a while. Let me know when you're done, all right?
No, you know what? I asked you one question, you answered it. So
No, you're still asking me the question.
No. I realize that you're going to get belligerent and insulting. So
No, let me answer the question, please. I thought I did. I thought I answered the question. Oh, for God's sake. You know what? You and Sir will go on forever with the question.
Hey, the picture of your son, he's got no muscle tone. You should be ashamed to have a picture of your son on your
You know
phone.
what? All I have to say, let me ask you a question, Master Kim. Master Kim. Hey, Master Kim, can I ask you a
Here we
question?
go.
Can I ask you a question, Master Kim? May I ask you a question, Master Kim? Are you trying to do a sir here?
Your son needs some testosterone. Didn't you say Renaissance man? He needs to be physical.
Jesus,
no. Your son don't look Renaissance. He looks like a fat bitch like you. Put yourself on camera.
Whoa. Okay, let me know when I can respond. Let me know when I can respond.
Your son is a fat piece of shit just like you, fucking loser, that thinks that IQ is the only way to go. He'll get fucking beasted. He's gonna get no fucking pussy. He's gonna go after a chubby fat white girl just like you did. Please respond, you fucking piece of shit.
You know what? I'm impressed that you go after children. Just like
I'm
Sir.
going after your adult fucking faggot ass fat boy son that looks just like the loser you are, losing his hair too.
Now let me ask you a question. How are you helping attract people? Dude, you know what? I don't know whether this is you practicing.
I'm putting you in your place so you don't come back to the stream. You're fucking killing the business.
You know what?
You're fucking killing their stream.
You keep thinking. You know what?
You only care about yourself. You don't care about anyone.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Get the fuck
Let me ask you a question.
So people that have something interesting to share, rather than their fucking faggot ass politics, okay, you and your fucking fat ass son, fuck you, you dipshit. So that, by getting you off the stream, you fucker, you keep on showing up, listen to me, you fucking incel beta motherfucker. You need to do some juice, order it from fucking Mexico, give a shot to yourself, a shot to your fucking, double shot to your fucking son, go after fucking women. The problem is you don't know how to talk to women. So that's why you talk like a little fucking faggot, because you have zero, right? If you understood the way men act and men talk, you wouldn't be talking like a little faggot that you are. You would give guys like Sir and others the respect and decency and courtesy right off the bat. Why wouldn't you? It's free to be nice and courteous and respectful. To be a fucking asshole, you're going to pay a price, you fucking dick face. right? Your fucking fat ass son on the fucking picture. How funny. Dude, I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Absolutely fucking embarrassed, you fucking piece of shit.
You done?
I don't even think your son goes to fucking
No, wait.
Valdosta State.
Are you done?
Probably,
Wait,
I
you're
don't
not
even need a
done?
response. I don't need a response from your fucking loser ass.
Motherfucker, but I'm going to give one.
Put
Are
yourself
you
on
done?
camera, you fat
Are
fuck.
you
fat
done?
loser, zit-filled motherfucker. You're losing your fucking hair. You got anti-game, to be honest with you. The reason why the women love you, because you got the same amount of estrogen as they do. Boy, come on, man. That's why
You
they fucking love
poor,
your fat ass.
you poor excuse for a loser.
Really? Okay. Well, you know what, Stanley? I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, you're right. And that encourages me to be nice to people and to work hard. At least I have something motivating me. What do you have? There's no self-realization with your dumb ass.
Well, you know what?
You're like the chimpanzees that look in the mirror
You're
and
going
don't
to go
recognize
on for another
themselves.
5 minutes. Let me mute.
No, hey, Stanley, I agree. I am a loser, big fat loser at that. But I strive to be better. At least I have something, right? And although I'm repeating myself, I strive for that. You strive for nothing. Go look in the fucking mirror. You little fucking bitch ass gonna like a little fucking teary-eyed listen to fucking Celine Dion, you faggot motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hey.
You know what?
I'm sorry,
All I have to say,
get cracking Jose just like
can I
Celine, you know
get
that.
a word in edgewise? All I have to say
Dude,
is
you get the fucking word in fucking 7 hours a week, you fucking drunk motherfucker.
between you and sir, no boy is safe. All you do is talk about boys and muscle tone and cut off phalluses. You people need help.
Oh, you fucking go eat some fucking loaded fries at Zaxby's drive-thru, you fat bitch. You love that shit, don't you? Fucking Zaxby's drive-thru, fat motherfucker. Hey, sir. You know Zaxby's drive-thru is dope, though. You know that.
Oh, sir left a while ago.
Sir left,
so,
fucking
so,
faggot
yeah, sir
ass Stanley.
left.
Hey,
I don't
being
think
a nice
sir.
guy, too. Hey, the only reason I wasn't on the stream all last week because I can't stand your ass, Stanley. One person is enough to kill the stream, by the way. You're one person, and I asked you point blank, don't you feel obligated to help this business? You could give two fucks. You're so worried about yourself. That's all you care about. You don't care about the panelists. You don't want to learn nothing. You just nothing like that. But you fucking faggot motherfucker. I'm so glad you're a faggot motherfucker. I'm so glad because you get to just swirl around in your little fucking filthy little 1-bedroom thing that you sleep in the room of your parents' house. You know, one day your parents are going to be deceased.
It's good to know you have more than one dimension.
Well, you know what? You had said something that is true. I am a loser, right? So, with that being said, the whole world
And I see you taking it to heart.
I just have to work for it.
You took it to heart. That's all I can hope for.
Well, good. Shut the fuck up, faggot.
What the heck is going on here?
Stanley, in a lonely
Master Cam is showing us his slip.
I'm telling faggot ass to quit
Stanley, why are you screaming?
Every time there's someone new, he's so rude to them, and there's a price to pay. You know, he doesn't want to help anyone.
And obviously, you're here to make me pay the price, right?
Yeah, no, I'm here to get you to
Dude,
fuck off.
you need to go find a black person to cheat. You're better at that.
Change that fucking fat back picture of your fucking loser son, so at least he doesn't have to be fucking dragged through the mud, you fucking faggot motherfucker.
Yeah, so on the way to work yesterday, I'm driving down I-40, heading east through Greensboro, North Carolina. And I left early, and it's Labor Day weekend, and I got to work on a Saturday. And there is nobody on the road.
Yeah, Greensboro like that on the weekend.
But I drove the normal speed limit that I would drive if I was in traffic. The difference about traffic is things move around at different speeds and you have to adjust and play around. So I just set the cruise. And there was nobody, and nobody, and nobody. And I was like, man, I'm making great time, and I left early. And then sure as shit, if you know Greensboro, the heading east on 40, there's a the spaghetti bowl. And there's a Reedsville exit. And they closed down the entire highway. And sent everybody off that Reedsville exit. And I'm not from this city, so I don't know everywhere to go all the time. So I actually had to pull over and Google Maps it just to get to work. And I was still early because I had left early and I was making good time. But at the same time, it's like, man, why are you going to throw a wrench in a perfect situation? It's like it's a holiday weekend. Nobody's on the road at 6 o'clock in the morning. And, but the people that were on the road decided to fucking crash into each other and catch on fire. It's like, oh, great. Everything that I planned for a good Saturday, because nobody likes working on a weekend, right? And then this happens. And, hopefully everybody's okay. They sent yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, sir. What city do you live by again? I'm so sorry. I was just so fucking angry at Stanley's faggot ass, and I didn't listen to you clearly. Please continue. What city do you live near?
I'm in central North Carolina, mainly Greensboro.
That's nice there. Yeah, I'll be driving through shortly.
Yeah,
it's about an hour.
Greensboro's a real nice area.
Yeah, it's there's only one reason why I don't like it. But other than that, it's like any place I've ever been before, You show up, you meet people that do the same thing at the same time, and that's how you make friends, I guess.
Hey, and Trackable, just so you know, Gary's from North Carolina also.
Who is?
Me.
Sorry, I got less fingers than I do brain. Garland?
Garian.
Oh, okay. Gary.
Garland.
I had to zoom in. My bad.
Oh, no, you're fine.
My eyes aren't bad, but I am on my phone.
Yeah. I'm on my computer at the moment. It's a lot easier to read on my screen.
Yeah. But if you know that Greensboro Center City I-40 spaghetti bowl, it's not even that bad of a spaghetti bowl, considering other cities that are way bigger. But that's where all the wrecks happen, because people try to go from the far left lane where they want to be the fastest one, and then they want to zoot over to the right to catch their exit, and it doesn't end well.
Hey, Untrackable, are you from Northeast, like New Jersey or Boston? Whereabouts are you? You're not a Southerner. Whereabouts are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been asked that question so many times, like I've developed an answer for it.
Okay, what's the answer?
I'm a military brat.
Okay.
So my mother is Kentucky and my father is West Virginia. But they were Air Force officers, so they did the college thing.
Nice.
And I'm the youngest of three, so my sister was born in North Dakota. That means them leaving their home and learning new languages, along their way, because my parents are the ones who taught me. So you look at these places, it's not about how my sister talks, being born in North Dakota, or about my brother who was born in Ohio. I was born in California. But before we were 1 year old, we moved to Florida. And then when I was 3 years old, we moved back to Ohio. And then when my mother retired, when I was about 8 or 9, we moved to North Carolina. And then I myself, I learned from home, So I didn't have too much of a Southern accent or a North Dakota or Florida accent because they had traveled around. So then I joined the military for myself, and I go to South Carolina, and then I go to Virginia, and then I go to when you're in the big army, you're with people that are from everywhere. And when you grew up in the military lifestyle, you're surrounded by people who were taught by people from everywhere. So when you want to communicate, you do it clearly, because some people, I think, never left home and they think everybody understands them. But when you want to communicate with somebody, you have to do it clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, man. Hey, thank you for your service also, man. Heck yeah.
Is this what you guys were talking about before the whole screaming match happened?
I don't know what happened. It's just Sir and I took a little break and I come back and Sir and Stanley are yelling at each other. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, no, actually, it's the opposite. It was Sir doing the yelling. He tends to pick fights he can't finish.
Stanley, shut the fuck up. You're
He
faggot.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man.
Sir literally gives credence to. Dude, wait, you know what? You know what?
Shut the fuck up, you faggot.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. You don't get to tell me to shut anything up. You need to go find someone to cheat in one of your stores and leave me alone, or else. Dude, you know what? I like you trying to sound all tough and such. Dude, Master Fujitsu, you're not that tough. You simply are not that tough. Stop trying to be. Yeah, whatever. You know what? You defending, Sir, is typical. People like you, like the lowest, people like you, people of your kind, make a living off lowest common denominators, and it's showing right now. What you don't like is someone who can tell you to go fuck yourself.
Is that Gilbert's?
What you literally, you gotta go after people's kids to make yourself feel better, just like Sir. You and Sir have a lot in common. You're secret pedophiles. You're secret pedophiles. Stop going after people's kids. It's horrible. It makes you sound creepy, dude. You and Sir should stop going after people's kids. No, I'm sorry. I will not shut the fuck up. You fucking pedophile. You like talking about people's children, don't you? You pedophile. You are a fucking pedophile, you and Sir, and you need to be ashamed of yourself. Pedophiles are not going to attract people to this channel.
I don't mention anything about my kids.
No, you mentioned my son. You mentioned my son. Therefore, you are fair game. You're on my shit list now, you boy fucker. You are a boy fucker. Stop scoping out my son. He doesn't go that way.
Oh, my boy. Oh, he just got
Hey, you're the one who's talking about him. You are the man who brought him up, you and Sir. Hey, you and Sir trying to compete, you and Sir.
Faggot loser, motherfucker. You're a loser. That's why.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not talking about people's kids, you fucking degenerate.
loser.
You
You
are
talk
a
about your son,
degenerate.
your son's small fucking dick.
You are
You're
a
fucking
degenerate,
loser,
son.
faggot,
And you know what? What you don't like, is a
Your
black
son,
man who can put your little dumb ass in place. That's why you're pissed off. You and sir, want agreeable black men. You want a bunch of George Washington. You want a bunch of black yes men to tell you how great you are. Dude, you are weak. You are a weakling, and I'm here to tell you, and you just don't like it. You are not a man. You are a pedophile. You are a pedophile. You are the loser. You're going to wind up in jail if you keep doing this on the internet.
Nothing plus nothing equals nothing.
I have something. I have something when I tell you, stop talking about people's kids. People don't like their kids talked about, Michael. People do not like their kids attacked, you fucking worthless piece of shit. Stop attacking people's kids. Stop attacking people's kids. Stop attacking people's kids, which is what you did, and you can't unsay it now. You cannot unsay it now.
Blow it up. Look at that fucking zero muscle tone. He's gonna get fucking beat.
You like judging little boys, don't you? You like judging kids, don't you? It makes you. Is it satisfying that weird, like, opium gene? Are you smoking opium when you talk about my son? Are you smoking opium when you talk about my son? You need to close the door. You need to stop talking for Master Kim's opium den. You need to stop talking about other people's kids. Talking about other people's kids is unmanly, you fucking flake. Dude, you are a fish flake. You know what? What you are is someone who likes talking about boys' muscle tone.
Oh yeah, or lack of.
Hey, did you talk about my son's muscle tone? You fucking degenerate. You are a degenerate. You are a degenerate, Master Kim. What exactly are you a master of? You're a master of boy flesh? Apparently you're a master of boy flesh. You like judging them.
I'm judging your son being a fat bitch.
Wait, did you shoot your wad? Is that why there was a moment of silence?
You know, Stanley, I know you're angry, and I'm saying some stuff.
Dude, if you think I'm angry, you have got this wrong. Dude, I don't get, I don't get angry. I don't get angry with lesser men. I don't get angry with lesser men. I'm not angry. You don't have what it takes to make me angry. You need to deal with that. You do not have what it takes, Master Kim, to make me angry. You simply, it is impossible for you to make someone like me angry.
Okay, good. Then shut the fuck up and let me continue then.
No, I'm going to keep talking. I will talk. I will talk as long as I choose to talk. You fucking NAMBLA card-carrying degenerate. NAMBLA. Do you know what NAMBLA is? Do you know what NAMBLA is? Do you know what NAMBLA is? Look it up, Master Kim. Master Kim. Master Kim. Why are you so angry? You sound angry. Have I made you angry, Master Kim? Master Kim. Master Kim, have I made you angry? You sound angry, Master Kim. Where's that Asian stoicism?
to deal with your fucking
Where's
ass.
that Asian stoicism? Where's your zen? Where's your peace? Where's your inner peace, Master Kim?
I'm on the other side
Where's
of the
your
counter
inner
selling
peace,
you
Master
fucking
Kim?
chicken legs and E&J brandy
Master
and a pack of
Kim,
swords. Hey, look,
where
picture of
is
you.
your
Hey, here's
inner
your Lucy.
peace?
Grab your Lucy. Here's your two Lucy's.
Oh, what
Yeah,
you
there
need
you
to
go.
do is you need to go practice some Tai Chi to let that anger out. Let that anger out.
Hey, can I interrupt the screaming and just scream at you
I'm not
guys?
screaming. He
Because
is.
that's so much, and all this screaming is just making me feel the love more. It's almost like as if I'm seeing two people that spend too much time together, and then they realize, hey, I want to do this, but I want to do this the same thing, but I want to do it my way. But no, I want to do it my way.
You know what?
Hey,
All
anybody
I
can eat
ask
the
is
phone.
that children
Anybody
stay
can eat
out of these,
the phone. So
and
keep talking about
people who
each
bring
other
up people's kids,
about nothing. Keep
people
talking in
who
circles. But
involve
we can
kids into these
because
types of arguments have
or does your
no
voice?
place on this panel.
Hey, I've energized a battery in my back. I can talk all night long. But if we want to just go around in circles and just
You
hate
know
on
what?
the
Here is my main contention. I don't bring up people's kids when I have a beef with them.
Shut the fuck up, faggot. Just shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you.
No, I'm sorry. You brought kids into it. You put an X on your bent little back when you started bringing up people's kids. You were wrong for doing it. Admit it. Admit you were wrong, and maybe we can move on. Admit you should not have brought up my son into this conversation. Admit it, bitch. Admit it. Admit it.
What are you going to do about it?
Admit it. I'm not going to do anything about it. What can I do? I can't help. I can't help your perversion,
Take your fucking son's picture down and shut the fuck up. That's what you can do
motherfucker.
with it.
How about you take that fucking silly little Asian picture down?
It's not my son. I could give two fucks, you faggot motherfucker, with your fat ass son. I'm sorry it hurts you, fucking.
You know what? You wish it hurt me. You have exposed yourself, Master Kim. What you've done is you have exposed yourself for the pervert you are.
Stanley, you don't give a fuck that you're ruining.
I do not give a fuck about you. I do not give a fuck about you. What I do give a fuck is you bringing my son into something, and I'm gonna goddamn finish it. You open this can of worms. Now I'm gonna shove it down your rice-laden throat. Dude, you fucked with the wrong person. You fucked with the wrong person. You are going to suffer.
Or show yourself. Who am I fucking with?
Wait, hold it. You show myself, motherfucker. You know what I look like. You little bitch. You little bitch. You are a little bitch, and you've been exposed for the little bitch you are.
What'd you say, fat fucker?
You fucking heard me. I'm not going to repeat myself. You know what I said. You boy-loving pervert.
Well, the beauty about you, Stanley, there's help for you. Go get some fucking Ozempic.
You know what? And you are not that help, dumbass. If there is help for me, you are not it, bitch.
No, I'm telling you, you need some.
No, don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. That's your problem. You think you can tell me something. It hurts your feelings. It hurts your feelings that you can't tell me anything.
So the psychotropic drugs
no, basically what I'm saying is you need to
they're not working.
They're what?
All right, your psychotropic depression drugs are not working.
Okay? What the fuck are you talking about?
Your depression, being home.
You can't even pronounce the word right.
Because I don't.
You know what? After meeting you, I no longer think all Asians are smart. You have dispelled that myth. Not all Asians are smart.
Some people say all things in moderation, and that includes your mouth. Like, there's a full panel here, and there's two people going nuts at each other. Like,
get used to it. It happens a lot.
Because people want to tell Stanley, shut the fuck up. I'm the one that's actually doing it.
People can't just sit back. Hey, you literally came up here to yell. You came up here to yell. That's all you did. You heard me talking, and for some reason I triggered you. You got so triggered. You got so triggered that you had to come up here and bring my son into it. Dude, you are a weak little man. You are weak. You are weak, Master Kim. You are weak. You are weak, and you are not man enough to take me down. Oh, did I stutter like you are? I'm not stuttering when I say you are not man enough. You are not man enough. Dude, you know what? I'm not so elderly that I'm going to take your shit. I'm not going to take your shit. I'm not going to take third shit. Fuck you. You know what? Almost anybody on this panel can take me down, but you cannot. You are not man enough. You know what? I might be a loser, but no, you are not man enough. I triggered you so much that you had to appear. Dude, all I have to do is be on a panel, and all of a sudden you want to come up and challenge me. It doesn't work like that.
You're taking very productive men and you're fucking arguing with them like sir,
hey, look, you talking about productive men, and you show up. What do you produce, bitch? What do you produce? What do you produce? What do you produce?
How many people subscribe?
What do you produce?
I produce income. I could show you a fucking
motherfucker. Everybody produces income. You're not special.
No.
You know what? You're acting like a junior partner right now. That's what you're acting like. You're acting like a junior partner. Dude, stop acting like a junior partner. Stop acting like a junior partner. Act like a controlling partner.
Okay, so how about this? All right, so.
No, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute and go start dinner because I'm tired of listening to the junior partner. Let me know when the controlling partner is talking, will you?
Okay, I'm done talking. Mute, you faggot.
All right. Well, that was good.
Since
so
no one
untrackable.
took my bed. I was going to say since no
what bet
one
was that, Carrion?
I made a bet to see which one would quit first. I put money on Master Kim, but
damn,
apparently
we should. Oh, you put. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah.
And no one took the bet though, so I ain't losing it.
Yeah, whatever. but you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I was like, wasn't Stanley and Master Kim supposed to meet like in real life? Like, it's like shit, bro.
Hey,
like
that
happened.
Is the
I guess Master Kim is. I guess Master Kim doesn't want to meet now.
Stanley, or get cracked. Is the New York Stock Exchange closed tomorrow, or is it open?
Yes, it's a holiday.
It is. It'll be closed.
Labor Day.
But the futures market will be open though. The futures, you can see the futures. So that's why CKJ3 can trade. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that was just a ploy to hog the mic. Look at Stanley's fat ass son picture. Look at that fat bitch.
Yeah. I mean, American Man was like, "Oh, I could see this guy's thing coming." I was like, "Well, yeah."
I mean, yeah, they've been feuding.
I thought it was kayfabe. I thought it was just a little kayfabe thing.
That had too much vitriol behind it.
Hey, Gary and get cracked. So if you look at whether it be American Man or Sir, there's quite a few reasonable people, and they're all arguing with Stanley. Why is that? Is it them, or could it be Stanley? Okay, why is Stanley the only person people are arguing with? There's no one else that people are arguing with but Stanley. So go figure. This faggot ass. Well, look at him, Stanley.
Yeah. So
I think that's part of I don't know what a proverb it would be or anything, but when you think everybody that when you have the idea that everybody around you is the problem because of disagreeable personality, maybe you're the problem because you just want to be right all the time. When you're wrong, be like, hey, your idea was better. Or, yeah, I didn't do my job to the fullest today. I didn't pick up after myself. You take the write up. You don't be like, oh, well, so and start throwing people under the bus. You just take your write up. Be like, yeah, I didn't clean up after myself. I'll take the write up. You know what I mean? It's a personality trait.
Yeah, I mean, but once you know the characters around here, it kind of makes more sense. I mean, the whole morning we had Solid Snake and 12th Man against Angel, and so there's always going to be some disagreeableness. But for the most part, untrackable. This stream, we're going to try to be more professional and do business stuff, but
the fuck shit just keeps leaking in, man.
The fuck shit is like, it's just too much. And it's a late night. We do 24-hour streams.
Just to put in my 2 cents, it does say open panel. It doesn't say business.
Yeah,
It doesn't say business.
because we're in the weekend, so untrackable. John kind of doesn't want to split the channels, like we have a professional channel and the fuck shit stays on one channel, but he wants to merge them all the time, so we'll bleed
and plus our streams are separated, because if you've seen John's content previously, we literally just did about an hour, 2 hour long interview about extremely professional business and money management, so there's that.
Okay.
So if you go to the lives, you'll see it.
I just wanted to reiterate on my experience that I've been doing lives for roughly 9 months.
You're fresh.
But yeah, I might be fresh, but it's open panels, so I know what it's like to gang up on somebody. I know what it's like to get loud. I know what it's like to get drunk and do too much. I know what it's like to have my camera on and fall asleep on stream.
I've done that. Yeah, I've snored on here. I've literally snored on this shit.
But I didn't take each of those things as oh shit, what happened last night? It was like, oh shit, that happened last night, and how do I want to portray myself? So when I see people screaming and yelling and not having a conversation, even if it is like on a personal level, there's a give and a take to it. And it's a one-way mic. So like if somebody interrupted me right now, your message isn't
make an observation. Generally, in my experience, hopping on a panel and like making a judgment within like an hour or two, sometimes that's not the best way to offer advice either.
Shut the fuck up, Stanley. You always got something to say. Just shut up.
Oh god.
My goodness. I don't even have to talk to him to trigger him, do I? Damn, I guess just the sound of my voice.
Wait. Do you mind if I chime in? No, don't chime in. Shut the fuck up, faggot.
Oh wow.
Damn.
How do I respond to that?
Man, Stanley,
You don't,
I don't know what you
shut the fuck up, faggot.
like.
Damn.
He's always got something to say. He's always got my take on this, or can I chime in? Shut the fuck up, faggot. Fuck.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't mean to wrestle.
Wally, what do you want HB for? HB's gonna help out here in some situation? I don't think so. HB's not gonna help this shit. He's gonna encourage it more.
Look, all I'm saying is never judge a book by its cover. So.
Oh, here we go. American Man, what you want to say?
Listen, don't try to bring me into this in that way. Here we go, American Man. Don't try to bring me in on this that way.
Well, we saw what you did.
You saw what I did?
Yeah, you remember. Come on, do not forget that day, American Man.
Yo, I woke up and all I hear is Master Kim going in. I'm like, what the hell? And then when I fully wake up and understand what's happening, I'm like, oh, this was kind of a long time coming.
Something I said in the back chat was like, this is therapy, and it's so comfortable what I've found on panels where like you can come up and If somebody says open panel, it doesn't matter what the current conversation is. You can go anywhere with it.
Yeah,
But your presentation to the people, it's also open to anybody that pulls in and watches you. It's not just the 6 people on panel or 10 people on panel. You're not just yelling at this person because they triggered you, or you're not just defending yourself because you have such strong beliefs. It could possibly be like just anybody that pulls up, and they don't even have to announce themselves. They're watching because that's how the YouTube works. So that's a lesson that I've found within myself, because I've lost my shit before on panel. I've fallen asleep on panel. I've done so many things on panel. But when it comes to, like, you guys are talking about growing a channel, somebody has to be in charge. You don't want to stifle people and cut them off because they're disagreeing, but somebody has to be like, hey, this yelling match has been going on for an hour, and do we want people to show up, or do we want to listen to chaos?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
I
like,
built chaos.
Yeah, chaos brings in the views. Like, we're getting 40 viewers now, but I since I've been doing the background moderating and stuff, like my style is like I always try to be neutral, and I encourage like people to start going on. So I like it personally. I like that stuff, but I know people like Master Kim like text me and they, oh man, you gotta take him away. But it's like, bro, he's got 50 viewers right now. We got 70 viewers right now. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't take him away. So I get it. Like, there's a balance, and John doesn't want so John's the owner of this channel, and
Hey, get crack. My words were Stanley's gone full retard. If you could, that was exactly.
Yeah. You said the end. But the thing is, like, you liked when I was going after Grace like the 2 nights ago, right? I was going after Grace and Ben. That was fun. That was fun, right? I was encouraging, and people keep like saying, "Oh man, like fucking Get Crack is a pay pig. He gets mad that he paid $1,000 to her and didn't get anything." Like, I like that. I like that because that brings in more content, more viewers. I like the drama. This is what we want to like. Yeah, and I don't know what John's motives are. Like, does he want people to initially come to this channel with the drama and then later stay when we talk about serious stuff? You kind of mix in that, like, okay, people only watch when it's interesting, right? If we start talking about stocks, finance, loans, interest rates, people don't want to tune into this channel. But if we get them to like subscribe, and then we suddenly give them videos that are like educational, they're like, oh, what's this? You know what I mean? It's kind of like we live in a degenerate world, like, and we try to encourage people. Hey, you only watch YouTube for degeneracy. We'll give you that. But we'll also give you good stuff.
I'd like to actually commend Master Kim for, instead of texting you or whatever about get Stanley off, he finally was man enough to come up and say this to my face. So good job.
So get crack. I was unaware of that. This was part of the business model. Is you encourage drama.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I was going to say get crack introduced this element.
I am unaware of that. So here I am watching what looks like just messy stuff for viewers. My perspective. I'm not looking at the data, and it's not durable. No, because people don't want the yelling and craziness. I had no clue that this is part of your expected business model. So as I'm texting you to do it, this is actually contrary. You're wanting it, and with knowing that, it's nothing I want to be a part of. There's just a misunderstanding. I don't know who would want to walk in.
Yeah, I don't want you to run away with, like, because you bring so many good guests, Master Kim, that. I understand perfectly, like, if you bring a guest over and the guest watches our videos, they're like, holy shit.
I have no idea that this is intentional.
I don't know either. I'm just guessing what John wants. Like, John's up Like,
no, that's the thing. John doesn't specify what he wants directly out of this channel.
exactly. He's not giving us any guidance, and it's just
Yeah,
like, John, what do you want?
He did seem like he had a plan at the beginning when he was like, "Hey, I want to schedule all these interviews with these business people. I want to do street interviews to get their
Hey,
perspective on
Blacks
business
is,
and stuff like that."
hey, Crack Blacks is. Oh, there you
Okay,
are.
I put him up.
I don't think that
John does not
this-
have a plan.
I don't think. Well, I don't know that. I don't think that.
He has
I
a
don't
plan.
think
He won't tell us though.
I don't think that this is the direction John wants. I think it's cool once in a while.
Which it has been. It has been once in a while.
Like I said, right? I knew this was a long time coming. You know, if anyone, right? It was what, a couple weeks ago, or a week or two ago, where Master Kim said something to Stanley, and then there was a talk had with Stanley, and you know, so I think that at some point Master Kim just kind of got fed up because, you know, Stanley doing what Stanley does.
Yep.
You know, and you know, and it does get to everyone at times because, you know, Stanley tends not to listen. You know, he even does it to John, you know, telling John things like, "Oh, I know what you're saying before you're going to say it." Like, that's no way to carry on a conversation, and it can get aggravating. So as I said, I saw this coming. You know, sometimes Stanley just has to listen and then answer. You know what I'm saying? And not everyone wants to all, you know, it's cool once in a while, like I said, but other times it's just too much. You know, even I get aggravated with Stanley. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten as aggravated as Master Kim, but Master Kim also said, I'm doing it because I want to get you off. So, I mean, you know, if you listen through all of it, you would hear. So, you know, I think Stanley just kind of has to.
Did he mean off the channel permanently?
No, just like sometimes leave or just be quiet is what he
Dude,
means.
I wasn't here at all yesterday.
I still think you're missing the point, though.
Okay, no, I don't think I'm
point.
missing the point. I think Master Kim was out of line.
No, you're missing the point, Stanley.
Like,
oh no,
you're missing
I
the
get
point.
the point. I'm ignoring.
What's the point, Stanley?
The point is you don't like my style of argument.
We don't like the fact that you have to argue all the time, period.
No, I don't have to argue all the time.
Exactly.
But I also think that people here don't like people disagreeing with their politics.
No, that's
is not-
absolutely incorrect, Stanley, because if we didn't like you disagreeing with the politics, they wouldn't have you return. So you disagreeing